All right.
All right, it's going.
All right. So this is the Miscreants podcast. We have Frenzy, Scraps, and Barry. One of my three closest friends, and I'm Dirty. We're just gonna start off by just talking about random things that come to mind, and we're just gonna kind of uh, figure out what we're gonna talk out as we go. I think we're gonna talk about first following, like how to get a good following for like things like that. And
Mhm.
yeah, how did your guys' account like Imperial blow up so fast? And
Uh,
like,
that's Ty. He worked on it for quite some
Um.
time.
All right. So the first thing I did probably was like I told some of my friends at school. Some of my friends like I trusted because like it's kind of weird at the same time. Like it's not weird, but like it was weird to talk about with my friends at school because I know some of them was like, Ty, you're not gonna fucking be a YouTuber when you grow up. Stop with that shit. Like, yeah, it's just hard. But I first started with like Discord and shit. I was trying to figure out people who could like help me grow my account, and that didn't work out. So then I went on YouTube and like I looked at videos. None of that fucking shit worked. So then I started using like basically like there's this weird thing called like vidIQ, and like it shows you keywords and like in your shit. Like you can use it for titles and stuff. It's very weird, but like so the most shit that was popping right now, like I can tell you right now what's popping. Hold on, it's weird. Like how to join a Fortnite team. If you put that shit in your fucking title, literally like 3,000. You can get 3,000 viewers. It literally says it right there. You can get like 3,000 fucking clicks just off that shit. Like you're not actually gonna get that shit so easily. Then then frenzy kinda helps because like I haven't been on my computer in a while because I broke my monitor. Like I'm on a TV right now, so he's been the one editing and uploading shit. It's a two-person thing kind of. Like I've been grinding for my phone too, so I really haven't been able to do anything. So it's all frenzy. Like you can look at our account. We haven't been as active as we usually are, so it's basically just been frenzy, like trying to keep it up, I guess. But we're still like slowly gaining subscribers somehow and viewers and shit, which I don't really know how. But yeah, that's basically like how started. How I started out. Like you really have to figure out your own way to do it because I tried for so long. Like I tried. I'm telling you, like this wasn't just like I started it and like I blew up instantly. Like I've been doing this shit for years, and I just now hit like 300 subscribers. It's crazy. And this is probably the best like my channel's ever been because like we have two videos with over 1,000 subscribers. I mean videos with views. Goddamn, but like that's not that much because it's YouTube and people literally have like millions of views like just from like a fucking 3-second video, and like but for somebody that small, like I think it's impressive as fuck.
it goes a long way. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it goes.
like for me personally, like yeah, I've never been in the scheme of things like social media wise because I just never knew like, oh, this is what I need to do to set myself up for accomplishing like anything. I've just always been the way of like, oh, maybe I should or shouldn't do this or should like maybe I should do something where everybody's talking about this one thing. I should probably do that. And then like I did those
Yeah,
things and it turned out to be like by the end of the week that thing's gone. Like it was just like it happened, it went. It was like there's never anything that just kind of sticks, which is like kind of hard for creators that I just never understood until I got into the scheme of things. Like
yeah,
for me, like going into YouTube and being like 8 years old and was like, I'm gonna be a YouTuber one day, and like understanding the concept of what YouTube is actually about was just two different things. Like
yeah,
it's just life in YouTube or the scheme of things of that. It's just difficult.
It's
And
just
I
very
just,
mentally draining too.
oh
Like
yeah, I
yeah,
bet.
yeah. So we tried. I'm telling you, this team thing. We've tried for so long. We had this one thing called Team Very, and like me and Hunter merged with this team. So like, it's weird. No, we didn't merge with it. We joined it, didn't we? We joined it. I
Yeah, we
think
joined it.
we joined it, and we slowly climbed our rank up to the
Yeah,
top. And they literally, I'm telling you this, they treated us like shit. And
yeah.
literally, the only thing we did was like try to
We was
help
trying to
them.
do our job.
We all we did was do our job. Then we got demoted for no reason.
Hmm.
So I was mentally draining, and like so I we eventually left it. Then we literally took all the knowledge we gained from them, and we put it into this team, and that's how we've like became so successful. Which like it's been like a learning thing. Like we started with one team and it was terrible. Then we started with another and it was terrible, but it was a little bit better. Then we started with another and it was terrible, but a little bit better. It just kept going on and on and on and on. And so we eventually got to this point, which is probably gonna. I don't know if we're gonna quit this team, but
I
like,
don't think we're gonna quit.
yeah,
I mean,
I don't think we're gonna
if
quit
we
this
have
team.
a good schedule and
But
stuff going, we can.
yeah, we're slowly learning like what to do now.
Yeah,
We know what to do and how to do it, and like we're slowly just getting smarter and smarter and smarter.
Yeah, but like if you want to grow your platform like YouTube and stuff like that, I recommend having like a schedule because you just don't randomly upload and then go inactive on like your YouTube for like
Yeah.
a month, because you won't gain subscribers at all. You want to have a schedule and everything planned out.
Yeah, and the one thing you can do to help you, like you can like make friends over YouTube. Like if if you see somebody comment on your post, like showing it like giving you positive feedback, then you should just go to their channel and give them positive
Yeah,
feedback. And that's one plus like view. Like they'll view like almost every video. Like I'm telling you, I have a bunch of friends that I made just from we don't talk through Discord calls and stuff, but like I text them and see if they're doing good on YouTube and stuff like that through Discord.
yeah,
And
yeah,
like they
yeah,
always
yeah.
check on me. Like
Like,
something
for you
yeah, something
guys
like that.
being like so open and like accepting to your like community is very nice because you guys actually understand like it sucks. Like it's terrible out there on your own when you're trying to start something.
It
Or
sucks.
like people like just treat you like you're just theirs to like do whatever they want, like do whatever they want you to do. And that's what I like about you guys. And like
Mhm.
that's why if you guys wanted to partner up, like you guys said earlier, like our team would be so happy to like have that because we don't know anything about it. Like, none of us like actually know anything about social media platforms, which would be very nice just to have
Yeah.
somebody there to be like, this is what you need to do, this is what you're gonna have to do. And then on top of that, giving us people to like actually like invite and actually like understand. And like if you guys ever like need any help with anything, like we're willing to help us any way we can,
Yeah.
just because of the thankfulness that we have for you guys. Like we do appreciate it.
Yeah.
But like the next thing that we're going to be talking about is life in the area that we live in. We live in a very rural like area where the only thing around here is just farming,
yeah.
and
There's a
that's it.
bunch of fields.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
goodness,
really good.
it's kind of hard to like understand the concept if you like live in a bigger city, like how boring it is. Like you might think like, oh, our town's boring, but like
Yeah.
if you guys come here, you actually will be bored out of your mind. Like there's literally nothing to do. That's why another reason why we started this podcast is literally just because there's nothing to do at all.
Literally.
And
Like
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 the only
it's
things that I'm 95% sure that we do is hang out friends or go to school. And that's like
Yeah,
that's a lot.
literally like I'm telling you, during summer break is probably the most boring. Like I know it's supposed to be fun, but sometimes I get so fucking bored. Like I literally miss school. because like that's the only like that's basically the only thing we can do, or we can go out and do some dumb shit and like we might get in trouble
but
for
you
it.
might get in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, and that's
it's
like the next thing that I was going to talk about with it is like kind of merging with like life in this area. Is there's so much to like do if you're trying to get in trouble for it. So like ding dong ditching and things like that. Like there's like multiple cities that we live around, but like it's not like cities. They're just little small towns that have like this much people in it, and you know, like there's this one town that everybody goes to just to mess around for literally the whatever amount of time, and luckily I live in that town, so like if anybody ever is like, hey, we're gonna go do this, they just text me and I'm completely down because there's literally nothing to do. And you know, like for me it's kind of like a win-win, you know? But at the same time, like when you get in trouble for it, it's just like it just ruins everything.
Yeah. And if you want to go do something, it's like an hour drive away. Like it's
literally,
so far.
like if you want to do something, yeah, if you want to do something like kind of fun, you've got to go.
You have to drive, yeah, and that's like I'm pretty sure that none of us have our license yet, so like we literally just have to ask people, hey, do you mind to give us a ride?
Like bro, the nearest Chick-fil-A is like 2 hours away.
Yeah,
I know. And Chick-fil-A, like, I'm not even going to use that as an example because I don't really like Chick-fil-A. I think it's just because of, like, what oil they cook in. But, like...
literally, I swear to you. I was waiting
I mean, like, it's good. It's just not, like, okay. It's, like, the overhype. And, like, I had Popeyes the other day.
Yeah, we didn't even used to have Popeyes.
Yeah, we just got Popeyes, like, literally.
We ate Popeyes the other day, and it was literally like not the best. It was just like, okay,
yeah,
like
it's
like I mean, I understand the concept. You know, it's like very crunchy, but
it
like
wasn't, when I went there, it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't enjoyable. Like for like I thought it was gonna be so good because all the commercials and like everyone like on TikTok's like, oh my god, Popeyes is so good, but their biscuits are dry or something like that. Like, so I thought I was gonna go there, like, because everyone said the biscuits were amazing. Like, it's so dry, like it'll literally kill you. But like, it's not that good. I'm being honest with you. Like, it's really they're not the best and they're not the worst, but it's just very mid. Like,
I will say this. Like, touching on, like, biscuits and, like, rolls and stuff, the best rolls, you cannot change my mind about this ever, is Texas Roadhouse. When they have the sugar, like, cinnamon butter, and, like, you dip it in it. Oh, it's
what's
like...
that? I know the best biscuits. I think it's Red Lobster. They have those biscuits that have, like, they have some sort of, like, spices and stuff on it. I'm telling you that it's the best biscuit I've ever had in my life. Like,
bro, dude, no, so I know what you're talking about, bro. Those biscuits are the best biscuits in the world. Like,
I don't care what nobody says. Those are so good.
Like other than like the ones like you could buy, like the like honey butter ones, like the flaky honey butter ones that you can like put like you like cook them at home and then like you take them out of the can and put them on your like plate or whatever, and you like cook them, and then like you pull them out and they're just like fluffy, and like you pull them apart. Like I always just put like bacon and then like syrup and dip the biscuit and bacon into the syrup. It's literally the best breakfast item that I can think of if I'm on the go. If I'm not on the go,
what sucks about this place too is like we had to drive so far for Starbucks. And I actually like Starbucks. Like, I think it's pretty
Starbucks
good.
is actually
no cap. I had Starbucks earlier, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I found a fly in my drink.
What?
Oh my god,
bro! I literally went up to a woman that made my drink. It was like, "There's a fly in this," and she goes, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Here, I'll give you a large," and I was like, "Okay, yeah. make that hoe right now."
All right, I'll probably never eat there again if I'm being honest with you. And I'd be like, no, nope. I'd be like, take my drink, I'm leaving.
No, I watched her that time. I was like, what is she reaching into? You know, just to make
literally,
sure.
that's so nasty. That's the one thing about this. Like, everything here is nasty as fuck. Like, I'm
Dude,
telling you,
it's so gross.
it's so nasty. And it's like the standard for where we live. It's literally the standard. Like, nobody.
Like, if you find a piece of hair in your food here, it's like, oh. But, like, if you go somewhere else, like, fancy, and you find a hair in your food, it's, like, the biggest deal.
Oh, see, we only have one restaurant in our town.
Literally, I went to Florida, and I was so surprised how everything there was clean. Even the McDonald's there was clean. Like, I was like, what? Destin, there was this place, I forgot what it was called. And, like, I had crab legs. I'm telling you, it's probably the best food I've ever had in my mouth. Like, I'm telling you, like, I swear to God, the best food. And, like, literally nothing here compares to that. Everything here is just, like,
seafood from, like, Florida or, like, somewhere close to the ocean is just 30,000 times better. And that's because of, like, they literally just pulled it out of the water and we're like, we're cooking this right up. And I've been to, like, Louisiana one time, and I had, like, the big boils that they have and things like that. And to be honest with you guys, like, it's not the best, but it's not, like, the worst. It's just, like, it's like if you just took, like, stew that you, like, you just take a pot, put water in it, and then just add all kinds of stuff into it, and then call it, like, a gumbo. And you're like, it just tastes like flavored water with vegetables in it.
Literally.
It's disgusting. But let's talk about... So, I'm going to talk about some school stuff. And, like, I'm going to tell you a little quick story about... I think it was last year or 2 years ago, about one of my buddies. And it kind of, like, it happened, and I was like, oh my god. So, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, I forgot, we were in a classroom, and me and the person were talking, and just hanging out, and we were just talking about something, and some girl comes in, and my buddy was like, yo, hey, you pregnant or something? Because I heard you were hanging out with your boyfriend last night. And she's like, yeah, so pregnant. Look at my stomach. And then he was like, so what would you do if you got pregnant? She was like, I don't know, probably kill it. And we were like, yo, it's tripping. That's tripping. I was like,
I hate that shit.
And I was like, whatever, like, I understand.
There's like, that shit is just like, why would you say that?
That's it. That's fucked up.
What? That's why.
Wait, hold on.
All right. Talk.
Let me finish the story, right? So, in that class, there is, as you could say, like, the emo kids, and, like, the band kids, the weird kids, right? Yeah. The ones that, like, any way they can, like, make their self look better in school, they'll do it. So, me and my friend are, like, talking or whatever and just chilling. And, like, he was, the conversation somehow switched to me. And I love dark humor. I love it with all of my heart. Like, dark humor is my favorite type of humor. And it was like, so what would you do if your girlfriend got pregnant? I was like, I don't know. Probably, like, kick her in the stomach. And... some person in that classroom heard me say that and was like they told somebody, right? And they said some other girl, like some other girl's name, like never even talked to this girl once in my life. Like I've never even heard of this girl's name except once, and that was because she was sitting in my class. I didn't even talk to her for literally 3 years because she was in like 3 different classes of mine that I didn't know about. And she just goes up to me, and she was like, hey, I was like, hey, you got a pencil? And she was like, yeah, I got you. And then threw me a pencil. That was the only time I've ever talked to her. Anyway, so she, like, basically, like, some girl told her that I said that I was going to kick her in the stomach and kill her baby. And I was like, first of all, she's pregnant. Second of all, That's not the girl I was
What?
talking about. I was talking about my girlfriend. Like, I was just joking. It was like a dark joke, like whatever, like whatever. And evidently, like, some kid was gonna like come to school and like with brass knuckles and like beat my face in, and like he said he's gonna like curse something. And I was like, yo, what? All right, whatever. So I wasn't tripping. Like, I was like, all right, well, I mean, if it's school. So, like, if anything, like, the resource officer pull out his gat and start popping off.
Literally. Like, please do. That'd be funny. I'm sorry, that'd be funny, though.
Yo. Anyway, bro, like, I was just chilling, right? And then the next day comes around, and, like my girlfriend, like she got some random number, texted her and was like, "Tell your boyfriend he should shut his mouth about this and that. Then he's gonna like we see him anytime coming around town or something. We'll pull up beside him and pull a couple bullets in him." And I was like, "Yo, what?" I was like tripping. I was like, "Yo, what is that?" Like they probably know where I live, yo.
They're way too mad over that shit.
So, like, whatever, whatever. So I go to school the next day. Like, low-key, like, my hands were, like, ready. Like, anytime that I was walking the hallways, I had my hands set. So if some kid, like, try to swing on me, I'm ready to just, like, start going, dodging and weaving. And so I'm in, like, my first period, and like, the office calls me in. And I go to the office, I'm sitting in, like, the front lobby just chilling, waiting until, like, because there's, like, 2 kids in front of me that morning they got caught with, like, sticks, and they were, like, their parents were up there getting them, picking them up. And so our principal comes in, it's a girl. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what girl I'm talking about, principal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She comes in and she goes, "David, it's your turn." And I was like, all right, great. So she sits me down and she goes, she pulls out this huge folder full of like papers stacked up, literally 3 inches thick.
Oh yeah, you're fucked.
Slammed it on the desk and goes, "All right, look at this," and swung it open and was like, "I got all this evidence on you saying this and that." And I was like,
"Oh, you're fucked."
Yo, hold
I bet.
up.
Wait, what was it? Some fake ass fucking messages or some shit? Like something that was like photoshopped or something like that? Because that happened to me in middle school.
No. They didn't even know about the text that they sent to my girlfriend. They were literally like just like papers of like kids that were in that class. They took them throughout the day before, like when actually like I was talking about my girlfriend. They like took kids out of class all throughout the day and got like all kinds of kids in that class and like 3 other classes that evidently like got heard like from other people and like was like writing down what they were saying and literally took like a notebook, like a full notebook of kids on each paper and literally had their names at the top of the paper and then what they said they heard. And all of them said the same exact thing. Like, yo, this, that, and the other. Like, he said that he was going to take a clothes hanger and, like, do this, that, and the other. Oh, my God. And, like, he's going to take a clothes hanger and, like, kill my baby.
Fabricated.
I'm not even pregnant. And, like, even the parents of the girl, like, even then, like, she got, like, their parents has, like, literally, like, came to the school and, like, gave them information on what the girl said about it. And was like, this is what he said. And, like, yo, I was like, you guys are really, like, trying to be detective out here, aren't you? If you guys are going to be principals, not detectives. And, like, if you think you can find so much stuff out, then just go do something else with that time, you know? It just tripped me out. Like, yo, like...
Why? So,
did
you get out of it? Like, were you still in trouble, or?
Oh, yeah, forgot, my fault. So, like, they sit me in the office, they put this paper down, they start reading off, like, what I said, you know, quotations around what I said, and they were like, like, yo, like he said this, that, and the other, and I was like, hold up. Like before she even finished the paper saying all of it, I told her, I never said that. And she goes, well, evidently you did. And I said, evidently I didn't. Do I have to like get my parents up here to like talk to you? Because they know what happened. I told them last night. Like I told them what I said. I have people on my side too. Like it's not all about the girl. Like, like my dad even, he was like, yo, like anytime like anything like that happens, I'm on your side no matter what it is. Like even if you did do it, I'll talk back and be like, yo, he didn't do that. So like, like anyway, they were just like, okay, sit here. And I accidentally snitched. I'm not gonna lie, I accidentally snitched. I wasn't paying
If it's something about that, then I, to be honest with you, that could ruin your fucking life. So like, I don't blame you for snitching, to be honest. Some shit like that.
Too, like the name just slipped out my mouth of who the two people were. I wasn't paying attention to what I was saying. I was just going on like, I don't know, blah 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 blah, and then I said their names, and they go, "Oh, okay," and I go, "Dang it!" Like as soon as she walked out, like I smacked the desk, and I go, "God," and then like, 10 minutes, like not even 2 seconds later, can so and so and other so and so please come to the office? And I was like, no. So they take them to 3 different, like there's 3 of us in different rooms, and they're just talking like about all of it, and all of the stories lined up on our side of what I actually said, which was my girlfriend, she got pregnant, I was gonna kick her in the stomach, which was me joking completely. Like my girlfriend got pregnant, I'm gonna take care of the baby. That's my responsibility. Like whatever. And like I'm not gonna be a deadbeat. I'm gonna actually show my kids love. And I told them that in that office, the resource officer, there was a cop in there. There was so many people all my like looking at me like, "Yo, you're a disgusting
this
person."
Was serious.
They literally told me that if they didn't like, if those 3 people, like the 2 other people didn't like back up my story, then they were gonna try to sue me or like put me in court.
Damn.
For a death threat, for intending on hurting somebody, because they thought I was actually gonna go up to this girl and I was gonna kill her baby. And that was like, yo, like that taught me a little something. Is that no matter what the dude says, it's not wrong. It's not right.
Yeah.
Like if a girl goes up to the cops and says he hit me, 95% of the time they're gonna be like, "Oh, you hit her? Yeah, we're on our way." But if a girl,
I have a story about something like that.
If we call somebody, like we call the cops to say, "Oh, this girl hit me," they're gonna be like, and like
Right.
how does that happen? Like how does that work up? Like how does the law supposed to be equal for everybody? But if a female says, like he punched me or he slapped me or something, then like the cops are on their way in less than 5 minutes. But if a man does it and says like, "Oh, a girl hit me," then it's like, oh, like okay, and that matters. Why? Like we can go to jail. We can go to jail for like assault. But like if a girl does it, like
and false rape accusations can literally ruin a man's life. Literally, like I think a girl should be prosecuted if they make a false rape accusation. Like that's fucking terrible. Like why would you do some shit like that?
Yeah.
Like I remember this. There was a college football player that literally like he was gonna go to the NFL, no doubt. Decided to lie on his fucking name, and literally like they dropped him from the league, and he's never been able to play football again just because she lied about that shit. And it was proven. It was proven that he was innocent, and he never did something like that.
Look at O.J. Simpson. not a good.
There was this. It was 8th grade year. Tal remember this. Remember when our science teacher made fun of one of our friends after school. Remember Apex?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
Um,
standing out in line.
honestly, I'm fixing to say his fucking name. It was Mr. Buchanan, Dega. Um,
No,
uh, yeah,
no.
he made fun of
Chandler.
red hair. Yeah, just it's Chandler. He made fun of his speech impediment, and that shit pissed me off so
Yeah,
bad.
piss us off, bro.
That dude, that literally, he literally like Chandler said something to him, and he mocked him and fucking walked off like it was nothing. I was like, I really wanted to rock his shit. Like I never wanted to punch somebody worse in my fucking life. I promise you. Like if he said that shit again, I swear to God, I'm swinging.
Yeah, then,
This fucking
bro, poor
adult
Chandler.
diaper
He
nasty.
also got his jacket burnt. Like,
Like,
man,
yeah, his girlfriend burnt his jacket, and like
that
the
was an
school wouldn't
expensive
take it
jacket,
serious
too.
either because I don't know why they wouldn't take it serious. Like it's stupid.
Yo,
No, they said
no, you
it
remember,
was not on school property, so
Do I remember?
you
what?
remember what was it? Like either 8th grade or 7th grade year when Hagen like on the bus started punching him,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
like started getting a fight with him.
We do that every time we're on the bus. Me and Hagen was legit
Yeah.
shadow boxing like last week before
I was
the fall break started.
It was the thing that like Hagen, like I understand that he's a small guy and like he has to stand up for himself. He has to show himself as like he's known. Like, hey man, like don't mess with that kid. Just because he's small doesn't mean anything.
No,
But like
he don't
when he
care.
started fighting, like I literally got the fight video of him like punching Chandler, and Chandler was like
I
tripping
recorded
out. He was
that.
like,
Chandler
yeah, like,
though,
Chandler-
he's strong. Like he's actually strong. That dude's strong.
He's Chandler is strong, but I never expected that from Hagen though. Like Hagen really is about that, bro. Like I swear to you,
bro.
he will start swinging. He don't care.
Hagen don't care. Yeah, if you talk shit, he'll talk shit back. Like he don't care.
well, this thing is like when he did it right, like I swear to God, like I tripped out on the kid. Like that's why me and Hagen stopped hanging out for the longest time, is because he was punching like Chandler, and I literally texted like
literally,
Hagen right
Yeah, I was like, why?
like
Like
right
I
after
didn't know why.
right after like I seen the video. I literally picked up my phone. I texted Hagen. I was like, "Yo, you wanna fight somebody? Fight me. Let's meet up right now. Like I don't care. Like let's go. Let's box." And he was
Chandler
like,
really was like the most innocent kid in our school too. Like
Yeah,
he really
he's-
didn't
he's
do
so-
anything
he's
to
so
anybody.
funny. He's so funny.
He doesn't deserve it. Like he does not deserve that smoke because like Chandler, he might say something, but he doesn't mean it.
Yeah, he
Like
don't
he's
mean
just
it.
trying to be funny. Like if you don't understand that, that's your problem, not his. He's just trying to chill, have a good time, and try to be funny.
Yeah,
And like everybody should understand that. And if they don't, like I said, like go through me before you go to him, because like Chandler, I'm gonna be honest with you, me and him were never close. But I swear to God, I would do anything for that kid. Like, kid asked me, like, "Yo, can you do this for me?" I'm down. Like, he used to ask me all the time, like, "Yo, can you give me breakfast?" I'm like, "Yo, all about it. Like, let me get that. Like, I got you, bro. I got you all the time."
me and him actually fought one time. It was at Apex, but that's just because I was sitting there. I was watching TikTok on the bus. It was after Apex and was going home.
It wasn't a serious fight
Yeah,
though.
it wasn't serious. There was just like I just punched him back because he slapped me out of nowhere.
I didn't.
Well,
I got.
that's understandable. But like, yo, like, you don't have to go on the kid and start railing him in the
I don't
side,
know why Hagen did that. I was like,
in the
why?
kidneys and stuff. That's what I said. So I was like,
I
"Yo,
told Chandler to fight back. I'm telling you, that man Chandler would beat Hagen's ass. I told Chandler to fight back, and he wouldn't fight back.
that's
Like
because
I asked him
don't
why he
want
didn't
it."
want to fight back. He was like, he's my friend. That's literally what he said. He said, my friend. I'm not gonna fight him.
Yeah,
I was like, damn. I was like,
And that's what I love about Chandler, man, is the fact that no matter what, like, you could literally go to him, dude, and be like, "I hate you," and he'll still be like, "I love you, dude." And that's what I love
I
about
was joking
Chandler.
one time. I was like, I hate you, Chandler. And he's like, I love you, Ty. I was like, damn.
bro, going to his house was so fun. So
He really doesn't have like he
has
doesn't
nothing to
have
do,
bad
though.
parents, but like his parents, you can ask Frenzy. Like his parents, they're not the greatest parents.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like his grandpa is like really, 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 really fucked up. Like he's racist. He's a drunk. His dad. Honestly,
drunk about every night.
he gets drunk every night, but he's not a bad dude.
Yeah, he's
like
not.
he's just he's a good dude.
He don't
Like
do
he's
it.
not a bad drunk. Like
Yeah.
he's just funny. He's the funniest.
Yeah, when he's
Literally
drunk.
the funniest.
I was-
Literally the funniest dude I've
I
seen.
remember I was sitting there laying down on the couch and he was drunk. It was me, you, Chandler, in the living room, and you was trying to play the old Mario on the old the first.
Yeah,
Nintendo.
this man sat down and played Mario with me for like an hour, just teaching me. He knows like everything. He knows all the shortcuts and shit like that. I was like, what?
I remember every time you died, he's like, "You're not doing it right." And just kept on taking the controller. I was sitting over there
Yeah, but-
dying laughing.
But like his grandpa, like was saying he was calling me like the N word or some shit like that, and Chandler's like go to your fucking room and don't talk to my friend like that.
Yeah.
He was getting like, you can see him, like that's the maddest I've seen Chandler. Like his face was blood fucking red because his grandpa came up there and was like, "Who is this N word in your fucking room?" That's what he said. I don't know if Hunter was there.
I think
But-
y'all told me. I thought y'all said y'all heard him coming upstairs and y'all hid in the
You
closet.
came. You came after this. This was the day where you couldn't come. That day where I came, but you came after.
Yeah.
I hid in the closet, but I was like, this shit's stupid. I'm not hiding in no fucking closet. So I came out, and he was like, "Who's this in your fucking room?" And Chandler was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like I'm telling you, like this is the maddest I've seen Chandler. He literally started pushing his grandpa, and I'm telling you,
They have
I
a
was like,
good
I was fucking
relationship
scared.
though. They always
Yeah.
call each other and he's like, "How y'all?"
Yeah, they have a good relationship. Like that's just like, I don't know.
Man.
Kinda fucks with
It
me,
doesn't matter about the relationship that you have with someone.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
matters about how people treat people.
Yeah, I was just trying to get
Yeah.
out there. They have a good relationship. They're not
yeah,
always like
They
that.
have a.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. Like, some things happen, some stuff happens, and like, I'm not gonna use this as like, oh, this is why I did it though. I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to give him like a, what is it? Am I trying to say like a way to get out of it? Like, he's still a crappy person for saying that, but
Yeah,
like, like he grew up in a different time than us, which is not an excuse. It's just like,
it's
It's just
literally
a-
not an excuse.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not an excuse.
yeah, that's not an excuse. That's fucking ridiculous. Like, grow up, dude. Why?
exactly.
Like,
And that's what I was trying to say is like, I know that's what people are going to say. Like, he grew up like back then. So like, you have to understand. No, like if you're a terrible person, then you're a terrible person. Like,
See-
that does not matter.
When he's that drunk
Yeah.
though, he's actually pretty chill. He's pretty funny when he's not drunk. and all that.
he's chill, but he's like snotty with me when he's not drunk. Sometimes, like, I'll be like, "What's up?" and he'll be like, he'll literally just ignore me. I'm like, "Fuck you, dude." Literally, like,
No, you don't have to be a terrible person, bro. Like, just don't. Like, I don't understand why that's such a hard concept for people to understand. Like, why is that such a hard concept? Like, just love everybody, dog. Like, there's no reason to hate. Like, do you.
literally.
Like, do what you want to do. Like, your life is your life. Like, that's what that's what people don't understand, though, is, like, the fact that, like, I'm not gonna, like, try to go into, like, like, politics or anything, but I will say this. Like, people that are part of the LGBTQ, like, community or whatever, like,
That's what I was just gonna get into.
like, you don't.
I don't have
like,
I don't have a problem with them. I don't swing that way. Period.
exactly.
I don't.
Like, I
As
don't
long
wanna-
as
I don't wanna
I
have
don't.
As long as you're not weird with me, I'm not weird with you. I could be your best fucking friend if you're gay. I do not care. Like,
And
literally,
that's
if
how I
Hunter if Hunter was gay right now, literally, I'd still be my best friend. I don't care. Like,
And that's what I
literally,
say. Like, that's what I say as well. Is like, no matter, like, I don't care what you like, bro. If you like cock, you like cock, dog. That's not my problem.
literally,
You just don't gotta be weird about it. You don't like.
like,
Yeah, don't be a douche.
Don't-
Like, there's
don't
no
be
reason.
upset. Don't be upset when somebody says I don't agree with what you're doing, but I still respect it.
And 95%
Because some people are like straight out like, yeah, like
Like-
some people like like 1% of those people who disagree with what they're doing are like fucking terrible people. Like literally,
They're just religious.
that's like the reason. That's the reason we're like, I don't know. We have a bad image. Like if we disagree with like LGBTQ like community, like if we don't swing that way, we're the bad guys from their perspective. We're the bad guys.
And that's because
Like,
everybody always says like this, that, and the other. Which at the same time,
Yeah.
like, yo, like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, yo, like, chill. Like, I
Okay.
understand where like people come up to you every single day and are like, well, you know, like, well, he said this, you know, like, that hurt my
Mhm.
feelings. Like, I understand that. Like, yo, like, don't worry about it. You're like, it's gonna hurt. Like, your feelings are gonna hurt. Like, I'm
I have a
sorry to tell
story.
you, but
Me, I have a story. This was during Apex, and Hunter can back me up on this. You remember those girls on the bus that was saying I was saying some homophobic shit, and you can ask
Yeah.
Hunter. I was talking to Hunter, I think, and I'll call him the F word, which I'm not gonna say, of course, which I don't even say anymore that much. Like I tried to stop myself from saying that because like
Yeah, it's just a
'cause
word like people
I
say.
should,
You know.
yeah, like, but I was like, um, I was talking to Hunter and I said that, and the next day I went into school. First period, got called to the office, and they both said I called them that slur, and I got over for it, and I literally had like no repercussion because I didn't know what to say. Like I was like, I didn't even have problems with these people. In fact, I'm friends with them now because they're in my fifth period, which is weird, but it's not. I mean, whatever. I can forgive you, even if you fucking fuck me over super bad. But I wasn't super duper upset. I was just like, why did they think that? Or why did they
Uh-huh.
say that when I was clearly talking to Hunter? And like, I'm telling you, like I'm pretty sure there were a couple. You know what I'm talking about? Because okay, we're
Yeah.
gonna sound weird, but me and Hunter took band just for a dare, dude. I promise you, it was fun. It was
It
fun.
was actually fun.
Like-
It was funny because Chandler, that man,
Yeah.
can't play nothing. He will always fuck
you
up. It
can
was
you
so
can
funny.
ask they like we're not band kids. I promise you. If you're watching, we're not band kids. We just did it just for fun, and like they sat in front of me, and they literally like we were chill, and I was flabbergasted when I figured that out. Then we got kicked from band, and I never talked to them, but I started talking to them this year, so like I guess we're like friends, I guess now, but I don't know. I don't know what you call it. I don't know if you call it friends.
I don't know.
It's just weird.
and that's how like that's what I was like saying. Like, yo, like I understand the concept behind it. Like, you know, like I don't really like it when people say that word, but at the same time, like you're not going
I
to
just-
stop every single
yeah.
person in the world from saying that word. Like that is not.
If I
gonna
know
happen.
somebody isn't in the LGBTQ community, I just won't say it around them because
Yeah, and
that's
that's
just disrespectful. Like,
That's
yeah,
disrespect. Yeah, like you just don't do that. But like at the
Yeah.
same time, like if you say something on accident, like
if they
if
respectfully
somebody-
tell me to not say it near them, then I won't. I will literally never do it again.
exactly,
Literally, like. But
just
they
tell
get
me
so
like, yo,
upset. Like, gosh, man. I try not to say it now, but yeah, I can't. Like, it literally is just a natural word in my vocabulary that's just gonna be literally in my brain forever now because I've always said it.
and that's understandable. You know, like that word around here is like normal. You know, like
Yeah, like, but they're like, it's weird because I never thought like I know some like the band teacher. He's married to a
he's
man.
married to a guy.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. Like,
I
I knew
did
he
not
was a
know
little
that. I was so
fruity. Like,
shocked.
I knew he's a little fruity, but
Yeah.
he just had. I thought he had a weird accent. Like, he had a, "Hey Ty," like one of those accents, and I
Yeah.
thought he was like, I thought he was just a little like, I don't know. I didn't think he was gay. Which there's not a problem with him being gay. I'm just saying I was surprised because he's not one of those kids that make it
Yeah, he
their
don't make it
entire
weird. He's
life.
actually just normal.
life. he don't make it. Like, the problem with being a part of the LGBT community, which is not everybody, before I say this, but they make it their entire life.
Yeah.
They just spread it. Like, that's the only thing that's like they can say about themselves. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gay,
Rainbow
or
flag,
I'm
bio,
transgender,
and all that.
yeah, like, or I'm gender fluid, or whatever. Um, there's just like, there's a negative side of the LGBT community, and there's a neutral side. It's like, if you're on the neutral side, I'll literally be friends with you. But if you're on that negative side, just don't talk to me. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
because I could probably disrespect you in like 0.2 seconds without even trying to.
If you make like your sexuality your personality, is when like it just like doesn't show like, okay, so I'm gonna say this and I'm not trying to be like disrespectful. It's just
Yeah.
me being honest. If you make your sexuality your actual personality, is like, it just kind of like, it doesn't show that you care enough about the actual community. It just shows that you have no other personality, and you have to have something. So you just use that as your example.
One thing, like, what was I gonna say? Like, they like, the thing about our generation is, like, the younger kids, like the 12 and 13, 14, I'm not saying like they're not a part of the LGBT community, but they think they're cool when they make themselves a part of it. Like, they think it's a cool thing to do. If you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying, like, they
yeah.
think, oh, so somebody else is gay or gender fluid or transgender, so why can't I be gay or transgender or gender fluid or something like that?
Which you
Like,
can,
because
but
yeah, you
like,
can, but is that really what you want? Or are you doing it because you see somebody else doing it and you just want to fit in? Like, I don't know. It's just my
just
thought on
because
it, but
you like a certain person doesn't make you cool. You know, like, oh,
yeah. But
I like females.
if you
Okay, doesn't make
if
you cool.
you like actually if you actually think you're part of it, like, if you're dead set on it, then there's no issue with that. And literally, you could be transgender at 14 or 13. I would be like, okay, but is that what you really want? Like, I'd look at them and be like, is that, like, are you sure? Like, it's not a bad thing. It's like, but were you influenced to be what you are now? Like, be yourself. Don't fabricate yourself just because it looks cool.
The younger kids are very influential, like,
Like,
and influential, and that's because like there's so many different ways for them to get a hold of something. Like, yo, you can get on like any type of social media, and it's like, you know, like, oh, here's this, and this. Like, this is what you need to do to be cool. Or, oh, like, there's a new drink out. You know, like, yo, like, it's not that big
yeah.
a deal, yo. Like, just kind of like do your thing, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like,
Yeah.
literally, just be you.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
be
like,
anybody else.
yeah, it's not this. What I'm fixing to say, it's not a bad thing. I think it's just very, very extra. Like, so, they're trying to make babies like they won't gender until they're like 4 or like 5. So, like, they can't necessarily, what's it called? Like, they you can't misgender a baby is what I'm trying to say. If it has a penis, it has a penis. If it has a vagina, it has a vagina. You're gay, you're not gay. I mean, you're a girl or you're a boy. Like, literally. I'm sorry, but that's how I see it. No one can change my mind. That's how I see it. You can't change your gender.
Yeah, I mean, like,
You
Hold that
can't
thought real fast. Hold that thought real
technically
fast.
can. Right.
Hey, Barry,
Yeah,
you texted? What's up?
yeah. I was just asking, when do I just like insert myself into this, you know?
You could have done it
Literally,
whenever.
Yeah,
You
you
can
can
just
just jump
yeah,
in.
you can
You've got a
you can
story,
just jump
follow
in.
No,
I
I'm
was
just-
thinking that too. I was just like, is he?
I just
gonna
didn't want to
talk?
interrupt
I was
or
like,
anything.
No,
No,
legit,
no.
just jump
Yeah.
in if you have a story.
I Dega's interrupted me. I've interrupted him. It doesn't matter. Like,
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's up, Barry? On your side, dog.
yeah. What do you think of all this?
Yeah.
Well, now see, I don't mean to be hateful or prejudiced or nothing, but the thing about gay people, no, I'm fucking around. But yeah, like, on the subject of this, I do think it's kind of, I think it's kind of out of pocket to look at a baby that has a dick and be like, now I wonder what kind of baby this is, you know?
Literally, like,
Yeah.
that's weird. That's
Like,
they.
I'm all down for like letting people choose like who they want to be and shit, but like at that point you're kind of choosing for them and it's pushed onto them, you know? And
yeah.
so later on in life they don't really get to have their own opinion. They've always just been told it's like this.
Oh, and I have something to add on to that. There's parents that are teaching their child to be like gay or like they're not teaching, but they're influencing like their sexuality, which
Yeah.
I don't agree with at all. I've seen a video on TikTok, like this was a while ago. It was like a big thing too on TikTok. This lady said her baby was gay. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. She
Yeah, I
literally
think I've
this
seen that.
it was
on
like a
TikTok,
it was like a 10-month-old baby, and he was like, my baby is gay. I was like, what makes you think that? I was like, how could you think that? They don't know what's going on right now. They literally just want food. They want to suck on your tit. They don't know what a sexuality is. What are you talking about? He's gay. That's stupid. Literally.
That's like over. That is like as Barry said. That's out of pocket, dog. Like, how are you
Yeah.
just gonna be like, yo, like, you know, like he's gay. Well, like, how does he know he's gay? He doesn't know what a penis is. He doesn't know what a vagina is. He doesn't know anything. He's just
Literally.
like Todd said. He just want a titty, bro. He just want to suck on his titty, bro. That's all he wants.
Basically, that makes him straight because he wants tit. So I mean, there you go.
I mean,
If he
if you
sucks
go,
on
he's
titty,
straight.
yeah. He's
And then
straight.
if you're gonna influence your child, like your thing that you love with all of your heart, to be the certain way,
That's not
because-
yourself. That's not even them. Basically, at that
That-
point, that's you.
yeah, it's literally
It's
just
a
you.
copy of you. That's
It's like-
that's not okay at all.
Just because, like, you know, just because I'm gay doesn't mean that my son has to be gay. You know, like, like that does not mean that he's obligated to be homosexual. You know, like that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, which
And if
this is-
that's how you see
like-
things, like, you know,
I've seen like there's a lot of like lesbian couples, and they'll have a daughter, and 100% of the time that daughter will turn out to be gay, which is not an issue. Which I'm just saying this, but like I feel like since she saw them together, like she's just gonna automatically think, oh, well, I feel like people. Okay, so say you have a kid and you're a lesbian couple, you need to set them down and talk to them and be like, look, just because we're like this doesn't mean you have to be like this. You can be whatever you want to be. Like you can like dudes and it'll be okay, or you can like girls and it'll be okay, or you can like both and it'll be okay. Like it doesn't matter. But like
literally,
100%
there
of the
is
time.
there is so many different sexualities at this point. I don't know if you guys are familiar
a
with
lot.
pansexual people.
Yeah,
You ever heard of
I have
like
like
Yeah.
2 in my 5th period.
Yeah, I know what that is.
So pansexual, for the people that do not know, is someone that likes anything that you like, just like qualify yourself as. So, like if you're non-binary, then like that really means that like it's basically you're pansexual. It just kind of sounds a little bit more cleaner. And the only reason I know this is because I have friends that are pansexual, and like, you know, like I'm straight. You know, I'm straight, and I'm 95% sure that all of the guys in this chat right now are straight. Which, if you are, that's completely fine. Like, that's not like any of my business. Like, it's just really whatever you like, homie.
Mhm.
But it's just kind of like I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say this. Actually, I will say this with pure honesty. Whatever anybody wants to say about literally anything, like, oh, well, you're a Democrat or you're a Republican. No, it doesn't matter on what politics like or what your politics and antics are against your politics standards. It's really just because, hey, we're growing up in a new time. Literally 10 years ago, pansexual wasn't even a thing. Like, we're literally growing up in time while something is getting made. So, like, how are we supposed to know? Like, oh, what is this compared to this? Like, what is the understanding between this? And 95% of the people don't know what they're talking about. And that's understandable. Even the people that are evidently these things don't even know what they're talking about. They're just kind of going with whatever they've heard, which is another thing that goes back to influential things. And that's about everything. Literally, you could walk out tomorrow and see a sign that says, like, maybe you should do this. And 95% of the chance you'll do it because, like, oh, that's influential. You might as well try it. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. There's like what was I gonna say? I was thinking about something. Gosh dang it. I hate that. What was I thinking about? It was a good point. Like I don't identify myself as as a Republican or a Democrat. I just state my views, and like you can say whatever you want to say. I feel like I'm positive I'm a Republican, like I'm almost certain, but like I don't like identify as that. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh guys, I'm a Republican. Let's argue, because that's all politics is just arguing. I swear to you, that's all it is. And if we could all come together and not argue, I'm telling you, America would be so much better. Like if everyone was like on the same side, like everyone just like came together and was like, okay, this is what some people think, this is what some people think. It's okay to think that. But like both sides are going to figure out something to hate about the other, then they're going to point that out, then the other side's going to get upset that they pointed that out, and it's just going to be a civil war of just back and forth, which is happening right now, like every second. I feel like TikTok is the main reason why like a bunch of stuff is happening in America that shouldn't be happening right now. Like, I don't know. It's just my opinion.
I will say this, not trying to do what we've been talking about for the past 10 minutes and influence anybody else, but what I am is called a libertarian, which is a in the middle, dead sit in the middle. Like things
That's
that
probably what I am too.
Democratic people say are like good points. Like, oh yeah, I mean that's a really good point. Like, you know, like I understand that.
Yeah, that's
and then
exactly
there's some things that like, you know, Republicans say are like, oh, that's a really good point. But there's things that both of them say that just sound stupid.
This
And
way, I feel like if most of America was a libertarian, like that would literally be probably the best thing for America right now. If we all came together and was like, I bet you there's there's probably a good amount of them, but compared to Democrat and Republican, there's no chance they come close to that. I'm sorry, there's no chance. Like, what's his name? It wasn't who was running. It wasn't Joe Biden. It was Donald Trump, Joe Biden, somebody else was running. What was his name? Like I thought he was gonna win it, but he opted out of the election for some reason. I don't know why.
Bernie Sanders?
Yeah, what was he? Was he a Democrat or was he a Republican?
yeah, he's a very
he was a-
Democrat.
He was a communist, but he called himself a Democrat. If we're gonna be honest here.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I will be honest as well. Yeah, that's
I was so confused. Just like I didn't know what was going on. I was like, okay, so didn't Kanye run too? Literally, what is going on? What is going on in America? Why is Kanye West running for president? That's
honestly, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's proof that America is fucked up right now. Like, yeah. I kind of want to move out of this country to somewhere like I don't know, fucking England, maybe. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, while we're on the point, honestly, in my opinion, I feel like since the government's mainly made up of rich people, I've always had the idea that, you know, rich people always think they're really kind of better than everyone else. So personally, in my opinion, I think that the whole point of the political parties that we have today were to divide the people of America, because
Oh
when
yeah,
we see
100%.
people, yeah, because like when we see people coming together, then there's not a lot that the government can do to stop us, because if they were to do something that other countries do, like bomb their people or like beat people in the streets, you know, there's going to be
Yeah.
public outcry. You see that today with like if any police officers step out of line, right, it's going to be everywhere. You're not going to stop seeing it for months or even up to a year.
Yeah.
So I think with them dividing people with parties, all they end up doing is really kind of making enemies with people, so that way, if they do want someone to agree with something and they want a certain amount of people to do something, they kind of keep track and everything of who people are voting for, what people are paying more attention to, and they'll throw who they want to get elected, for instance, into that seat and act like the person that they want, and then later on down the road they could completely change. There's not really a lot people can do about it, you know?
Mhm.
But yeah, that's just my personal opinion, is that any political parties that we have today is just to kind of divide the people of America, you know?
Yeah, that's what the government wants. Like that's always what
Yeah.
they've wanted. It's just it's hard. It's easier. It's not. I don't know how to explain it. I'm telling you, a civil war is gonna happen soon. It's
Oh,
gonna,
yeah.
like 100%, without a doubt in my mind. I don't know when it's gonna
Yeah.
happen, but I know at some point it will happen. It's probably gonna it's probably gonna be the fall of America, if we're being honest, because everything's gonna be in ruins. Because we're probably just gonna fucking bomb each other because we're stupid. But
Yeah.
somebody's gonna do a rebellion or something like that. Like, what's the state that wants to be like out of America? Was it like
Texas.
yeah, it was Texas. I don't fucking blame him. I literally don't.
Yeah.
Like why? It's just gonna get yourself fucking killed, because at some point, I don't know. It's we're just all gonna go to shit at some point. That's why I want.
Yeah, we are.
Here. And I feel
Dude,
like,
I mean,
no. Hold up. Wait, not even a couple months ago, we literally stormed a national building just because, like,
yeah.
you're
like,
right. I fucking totally
what's in
forgot.
there?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Which is, it's literally our legal right. Like, as Americans, that is one thing we can do. And they try to make it like, oh, you're going to go to prison. We're going to get everybody. Like, if you just walk in there and, like, look around and, like, actually kind of understand the concept, and if that's illegal, that is literally breaking your rights.
people died
Honestly,
on those on when that happened. Like a lady died. She got shot in the head. I'm pretty sure I saw a video. I didn't see her getting shot in the head, but you could hear the gunshot, and everyone just started running out. It was crazy. That whole situation was just.
You
it was a
remember,
clusterfuck.
Yeah, it was.
you know, Nancy, like, Pelosi, the House
Yeah.
woman.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what she said?
What?
She
What'd she
said, the fact of every American that did that aren't Americans and they're terrorists. And then she goes, like, she tried to back herself up and was like, I never said that. But she literally did in a report, and she paid the people that made the videos to, like, turn it off. Like, it was literally like she literally has bank statements, and they, like, found them, where she literally paid this company to, like, shut up. Because, like,
That's ridiculous, dude. Like,
she was just like,
there's a lot of there's a lot of shit that goes into that too. About like that's why I don't watch. I just watch like I don't listen to news anymore. If you listen to news, you're probably most likely getting fed false information about somebody or something or some
Oh yeah, you
situation.
definitely are.
Like if you listen to news still, and I'm just not going to listen to you. To be honest with you, I'm not going to take most of your political views seriously because
Yeah.
half of them are like fabricated and not true at all, like 100% of the time, and it literally can change. Like I feel like some old people that still watch the news, like they'll be watching something and they'll be like, oh, that's going on, so I'm gonna go like make my entire day about it because it's fucking I don't know. They're just stupid. I'm sorry. Like
Honestly,
you
yeah.
truly believe everything from the news or from social media, like it will literally ruin your fucking mindset. Like you
But
won't
here's the
know
thing
what
about
you're talking
America. Here's the thing about America, and well, any other country really. There's no real neutral place to get what's going on. You know, everything's gonna be controversial in some way, and
Yeah.
I don't think that's a mistake because there's anything's biased, you know. You're never really gonna find something that's 100% unbiased. So I feel like no matter what happens in this country, you're going to hear a side of it. You're not gonna hear like everything that's happened, what everyone said. You're gonna hear a side of it that someone has agreed with and has basically said, well, I'll show the side. But I'm not really gonna show the other side that kind of shines down on other people that I agree with, you know?
Yeah. What was I thinking about?
Are we still on politics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Politics.
Mm.
Now, the other thing I was thinking about. Let me think real quick before I say this. Before it comes off extremely offensive, I'm probably just not gonna say it because it definitely offend a lot of people, and I'm not gonna say that. But what was I thinking
All right,
about?
so I'm back, guys. I'm so sorry. I had to go take care of something real quick, but I'm back.
I think we
So-
should go to a different topic.
Yeah, I think it's not.
Yeah,
a different
probably.
topic.
Politics is
Yeah.
difficult.
A little
It's
tough.
Yeah. It's just like, you know,
But
people
we could
get
talk
killed
for
like, what
hours.
they-
We
who
can
they
make an
vote
entire
for and all that.
podcast just from that, just from politics, if you really wanted to.
How long is the podcast gone for so far?
An hour and
A
7
little over
minutes.
an hour.
Damn, an
Oh,
hour.
Jesus, really? Holy crap.
Damn.
It's literally been an hour and 40 minutes? Good
An hour
lord.
and 7 minutes.
So,
Four.
Oh, 7?
seven.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said 40. I was like, yo,
Well,
it's been
still, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's still crazy. It has not felt that long to me. It's felt like 30 minutes, kind of somewhere around.
honestly, yeah.
Hunter, are you eating?
Yeah.
I'm at frenzy. Crap. I'll cut that out.
You're
We've
fine,
all
you're
been
fine.
we've all been calling each other by our real names.
It's
to be honest with you, I
fine. We don't
care.
say our last name and all that. I mean,
As long as we don't say our last name,
Yeah.
I think it's okay. But I'm probably gonna
We
call
have-
Barry because it'll be confusing to call two hunters. It'll just be weird.
That makes sense.
Literally, like, we got Corpse. We got a special guest, Corpse, in chat today. Yeah. Talk Corpse. I want to hear you talk Corpse.
Me? Or Todd?
Yeah. No, Hunter. Or other Hunter.
Which
Well,
the other
what?
hunter?
It's
I'm
Corpse.
what's happening?
You sound like Corpse, dog.
How?
If you made his voice like one of those weird like, hello guys,
Bro,
I
just
can't
see
make
those
my
kids do
voice
that on
any-
TikTok.
welcome back with another podcast.
Bro,
Have you
I
seen those
cannot
kids
make
do
my
that on
voice.
TikTok. It's so weird.
Yeah, those kids on TikTok are like, why is my voice so deep, guys? Oh my god, like I have such a deep voice. I'm 12.
I can make my voice higher, I just can't make it deeper.
Like I can make it sound like this, but like that's about the limit of it, you know.
Oh my
It's kind of
god.
crazy.
You should
How?
create a
That,
YouTube
like-
video. Like you should definitely
Yeah,
start
you
a
should.
YouTube.
You should, dude. That's
Oh, I would
should
never
definitely
be
start a YouTube.
successful with that.
No, like that's actually funny.
Yes, you would. I promise you would. Have you ever heard of the guy called Absorber? He literally
Oh,
He gets bullied now. Like he
he gets bullied now, but he used to be literally owning the YouTube scene. Like he would just pretend he's a girl or a squeaker on Fortnite, or
Oh,
he could do
yeah.
impressions. Yeah, he can do impressions.
Yo, I'll
And,
be
like,
back.
He
in a
would
second.
literally make
alright.
bank. He would make bank off of fucking just talking basically.
yeah, just like
Yeah.
trolling kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But recently he got his like address linked and all that, and people were like being real mean to him for like no reason.
See, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing about YouTube. That's the thing. Like, you could get so far, and at some point, you're rather gonna be mentally drained. You're gonna have content block, which is like basically you don't know what you're doing anymore. Like, you don't know
Yeah.
how to keep making content. Which everyone, you're gonna have it at some point.
Or
You're
you're
gonna
just
have
gonna get
some-
like fully exposed. Like
Yeah, or somebody's gonna find some dirt on you. They're gonna blackmail you, or they're gonna just post it out there, and you're literally there goes your chance of being something or doing something with your life. Or you'll just have to restart over completely and like make a new account, make a new everything. This has
Yeah.
never happened to me though, but I know it has happened to somebody out there. But yeah, it just
But see, that's the problem with me is I could be blackmailed in like a shit ton of ways, you know. So
yeah, so could I. I have a topic I can go into real quick. It's a very serious topic, and before I say anything, like no one knows about this about me, and one other person. Which before I say this, I literally had no part in this. I've never done anything like that. I never will do anything like that. And it literally, if this, yeah, I'm gonna say it. It doesn't matter because I know Hunter knows I never do some shit like that. Fucking a lot of my friends can vouch for me, but this girl, basically these group of girls, right? They said, yeah, y'all know what sexual assault is, right? Like they said they accused me. They accused me. This girl I don't even know. She goes to Webco. I'm not gonna say her name, but okay. I was just chilling. Since nobody was home, I was on my phone because I'm grabbing from my phone right now. But I was just chilling. I checked Snapchat, and this girl texted me on Snapchat, and I talked to this girl. I like walking the halls with her and shit like that. We're not nothing close. We're just friends. But she was like, "Yo, people tell me that I should quit walking with you because like apparently you're like you sexual assaulted somebody." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Literally never. I don't link up with girls. I linked up with a girl like twice in my entire fucking life, and we never did anything. We just sit there and chilled and talked. But like, it blew my fucking mind because then she wouldn't tell me who said that, and I was like, "You have to tell me who said that so I can talk to them." Like I wanted to sit down and have a conversation with them because I was like, "What the fuck?" Like that she didn't understand that could literally ruin my life. Like,
yeah.
it pissed me off. Like I'm telling you, like Hunter can vouch for me. I would never do some fucked up shit like that.
No,
I might-
he
I
won't.
might make
He's
some-
not like that. He makes like fucked
might-
up jokes sometimes, but never nothing like that.
Yeah, like I fucking around with my friends. Like if you go to my friend, I'm not gonna say his name, but if you go to one of my friends' house, like we literally like fuck with you, like stick her finger up her butt, shit like that. Like it's weird, but it's funny. But I would never do that to a girl. Is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know where that information came from. I don't know how it happened, but it was a rumor that was started that I fucking shut down immediately because that shit pissed me off, and it literally ruined my life. And I'm still worried about it because I don't know if she's gonna say some shit about it. She doesn't even talk to me anymore. I haven't talked to her in like a week or 2 weeks, somewhere around there. She's like, but I asked her, but I was like, "You don't think I'd do that, right?" Then she said, "I don't know." She said, I don't know. I said, what do you mean? I don't know. She's like, I don't know you. I don't know for sure. Like, I was like, what fucking makes you think I would? Literally, like, everyone knows me. I'm literally the most chill fucking guy. I'm chill as fuck. I'm not even strong enough to do something like that. I literally,
Damn,
I
you
weigh
beat yourself like that.
120 pounds. I literally, I can't do some shit.
So it's
Like
like,
that.
nah, girl, I won't sexually assault you. I can't hold you down long enough.
Like, literally, like, I can't. I literally can't. But
It's the worst way to defend yourself. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I physically can't, so like,
yeah,
yeah.
like,
No
like
need to worry.
what puts that in your head that I can do some
Yeah.
shit like that? Do you look at me? I literally, I have a stick for an arm, but fucking. She was like, yeah, I don't think I can talk to you anymore. I was like, fuck you, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what makes... If you know me, you know I'd never do that shit. That literally would ruin my life. And no one... If that shit gets out to the public, like, I'm not to the public, like, if that shit starts getting a big rumor and I get called down to the office, my life's probably fucking over. Because, like, everyone's gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh, you sexually assaulted her. I don't even know who said I sexually assaulted her. That's what pisses me off. I don't know. I do not know. And I literally, like, let me think. No, I literally can't. I can't think of anybody. And I've thought about this for days, like literally days. Who said I'd do some shit like that? And if I'm fucking flirting with you, and you're flirting back, and like you put your ass up on me, that is not me sexually assaulting you. You want my dick. So I don't know what the fuck you're saying. I sexually assaulted you, you stupid bitch. That was voluntary. You put your ass on my dick.
Officer, I swear her ass was on my cock when we got here. I swear I did not touch her to begin with. I know she's 7, but I'm telling you, sir.
Whoa.
No, maybe that's a little
Okay,
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 now.
okay.
Okay.
Maybe I got it.
You got a little bit too
All
far.
right. No, yeah, that was a little bit. I've said some fucked up shit like that though. Hunter can vouch for me. I've said something worse than that. in Valorant
That's the
game
thing.
chat, but we can't disclose that on the podcast. I've said something way
Okay,
worse. It
different
was in a
topic.
joking manner though. Yeah, different topic.
Yeah.
I don't know if Dega heard
All
any
right,
of what
Dega, you
what
got
I just
anything
said,
else
but
you
it's
want to talk
fine.
about?
So after that nice 30-minute talk about all of that, which I'm probably gonna end up cutting out because
No, so many.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah, some of
like
those.
that one part. It's only that one part. Or
It's not like they know we're kidding. Like they know. They
Yeah,
should know we're
yeah.
kidding. I'm sorry.
they should know. Listen, disclaimer. Everything said in this podcast
Yeah,
is
just
the
do
joke.
that,
Make
like,
that like the very
disclaimer.
first thing. Dega, make that the very first thing. Be like, warning, some stuff in this podcast may be offensive. Disclaimer, everything in this video is a joke. Please take nothing we say seriously. But like take some
Alright.
stuff seriously because we know what we're fucking talking about. But other than that, yeah.
Alright, let's talk about us being teenagers and why people should care about what we say.
Boners! No,
Let me
Yeah.
go into this.
Let me start this one off and then I'll pass it. So, us being teenagers, we're kids. You know, no one cares about what kids can say. Like, if a kid says something, it's like whatever. Like we don't understand the real world, this, that, and the other. But like, you have to understand, like, we do though. Like, we have a different sense of
Yeah,
like ways to see the world more than you could ever see the world.
like
Because
if we wanted to know something, we can just look it up. No, like that. 0.2 seconds.
exactly,
Exactly.
we have more power at our fingertips than the people on the first trip to the moon. Do you guys understand that? Like, we have more technology. We have more technology than people that went to the moon.
I think I know where you're getting, but you're kind of explaining it weird.
No,
Like,
okay. Here, I can give an example real quick. So there used to be, all right, this is how they used to store, like, okay, y'all know what a megabyte is, right? Like
Yeah.
the storage thing for
Yeah.
computers and like stuff like that. They used to have that. 1 megabyte was a big ass fucking crate that had to be carried on air, like on fucking aircraft. Like they literally had to move it like from place to place. Like we literally have like fucking what, a terabyte. On new iPhone 13 has a terabyte of storage. That's 1,000 gigabytes. That's like what, fucking, I don't, like 10 trillion megabytes. I don't know the math. I'm not doing that shit right now. But okay, so imagine that technology compared to now. Like you literally have fucking no idea what we can do with that shit. Like when they were a kid, like the most revolutionary thing for them was like fucking, I don't know.
Well, my dad said it was the telephone
Sliced
on the
bread.
on the wall.
Yeah, it's like
Literally, we have in our class right now, in our schools, they give us computers. They
We're
give
able
us
to learn on computers
computer.
now. They had to use
Yeah.
like a bunch of books.
Yeah, literally, like if we want to read a book, all we have to do is just be like, we want to read this book, look it up, and boom, we got the book. Like, yo, you guys.
calculators used to be made out of wood. There was a calculator. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You probably, I don't know if some might, but there's this weird little thing. It has balls. You can move it on it. This is only for like addition and like multiplication. It's weird, but like it was this weird little like slot thing, and like you had to move the balls on it. I don't know how the fuck they used it. I was like, that. How is that a calculator? Like we literally could figure out what, like 7 trillion plus fucking 5 million divided by 3 is, like in 0.2 seconds, and it took y'all like fucking 5 hours of work to figure that shit out.
The abacus. The abacus was an early Greek way, which was like a. It was like the little ball thing that you would like slide.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was called the world's first calculator, which was just a freaking thing that had like balls on it, and then you just be like, all right, move this here, and then you move this
do you
here.
calculate shit with that though? I don't understand.
Like, oh, you have 2 of these. You move that to that, and then you take 2 of these and move that way, and then you just
So
look 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, and then like multiplication. So like 2, 4. Okay, pretty simple. Like, bro, literally, if we want to figure out 2 times 4, like 2 times 8,000, we could literally just go 2, 8, 0, 0, 0.
equals.
Like,
But
dude,
see, on the topic, while all this is like a great point, obviously, a lot of people kind of forget that the reason we're able to do this is because of everything that they did, you know? Like, the stuff we
Yeah,
have
that's-
today that's so highly advanced, it's all because there were just, like, billions of people that worked on getting all of this put together, you know?
They don't under what our point is. They don't really like understand their creation. Then, like, to go off what you said, they don't understand how much shit we literally like they made
we
for
have
us.
power.
Like the generation before Gen Z, I forgot what it's called. Like, isn't it like Gen Y or something? I have no idea. Literally zero idea. They're the
Millennials.
ones- yeah. Is millennials like, are they like in their 30s right now, or is
Yeah,
they
something
like,
like that.
yeah, like,
People in
Well-
their 50s is what gave us our phones.
yeah,
Like,
basically. But
Apple,
if you're over like 60 or 70, shut the fuck up. You literally grew up off of fucking like, like your TV was probably like as big as a room now. Like, I don't know why you're talking shit. You don't literally, you know.
like, yo,
Literally-
you used to kick a can, tie that can around your shoe, and just start kicking it, yo. Like, we literally can just go over to our TV and click on, and then we can literally watch any movie ever made and be like, okay, cool. Like, you used to watch, like, some guy talk for 8 hours about well, the Republic of the USSR, like, yo,
we have
like,
knowledge at our fingertips, and like some like they don't understand. Like if you could just
at the same
give them a
time,
smartphone and make them understand how much shit we
at
literally
the
could
same
find out.
time, though, like, it's our downfall. That is our
Yeah,
downfall. If
true.
Wi-Fi, or if like our satellites got knocked out, like, the only way we get taught math nowadays is using a calculator. If we don't have the advantage to use a calculator, we don't know how to do math.
That's also a big thing. Like in school, if our internet goes out, bro, literally we don't do nothing all day. Like I remember last year, like this, we had a big like Wi-Fi issue, and we didn't have it for like a week. We barely did anything. I remember I watched movies in like 4 of my classes like every day, and like I was like, really? Then the next week after that, I had so much makeup work to do on my Chromebook because we couldn't do anything. It was fucking stupid. Like, I was like, so we rely that much on our Chromebook or on our, like, we rely that much just off of the fucking internet. Like, which is, like, we shouldn't rely that much. Like, every single year, like, I could tell, like, we're slowly, like, leaving the paper age or whatever you want to call it. Like, it's strictly computers now, basically. Like, almost everything we do. Like, I remember in elementary, like, I don't know if they have Chromebooks in elementary now. They probably don't.
They
At some
don't.
point,
They
they're
do.
gonna.
They do. They do.
Some do. I know some do. But I bet you, at some point, it's gonna be like a very common thing. Like, there's gonna be Chromebooks in every single elementary school, and like, it's just gonna be super common.
At
But
least in our
school,
area.
in high school, like you can ask almost every millennial, they literally Chrome computers to bring home to do work. That was unheard of. Literally never. No one would imagine that. Like,
If you had a computer in
yeah,
like that time, like, you were a rich kid. Like, you had money. You're like, your parents had money so you could afford one. But nowadays,
yeah,
all
but
you pay is like
you gotta think
40
about
bucks and they let you take one home and like,
Yeah.
what?
Literally, I have a replacement Chromebook right now because I punched my Chromebook. Like, I thought it'd take me like forever to get a new Chromebook. Like, I literally went up to the library. It's like, all right, here you go, and he gave me a replacement Chromebook. And I still don't have my Chromebook, which is fucking weird. Like, it's just that easy for them to just fucking be like, oh, here you go. Here's a computer for you to take home and use. Like, what?
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this with pure honesty when I say this. You have all of this money to spend on a Chromebook. A Chromebook is $300. Let's call it $350. All right, $350 times like over 1,000 kids. So what is that?
That's a
35,000.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
$35,000. You have $35,000 to spend on getting Chromebooks for all of these kids, right? But you don't have enough. You don't have enough to give kids an actual like food, like an actual good meal.
Like, that's the thing too. Like, I don't know. Some schools might have better school food, but I'm telling you right now, our school food is so fucking bad. Like, there's some decent. It's like, like I could bring microwave food if I'm telling you, if they just use pure microwaved food instead of like old nasty fucking tater tots that's been sitting there since 2014. Like, I promise you, it'd probably be so much better. Like a meal ready to eat, like shit like that. Like, I'd rather eat that than I'd rather get a fucking packet, pour water in it, and shake it. That's how nasty our school food is.
Bro,
Military food is better. What was you saying, Hunter?
That taco that we have, that's nasty. I'm sorry, but that's nasty. Oh, taco thing they started to serve, that's nasty.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yo, an average meal for a kid, right? Let me look that up real quick.
See, like right there, you can just look that shit up. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and like back on what Baker was saying, right? Shit, Dirty. Yeah, back on what Dirty was saying. Like they've got like this massive budget of, like he said, like if we're saying that Chromebooks are like $350, they've got a balance that they can spend. Okay. Of 35 grand on every 100 kids that they've got, and then like you get in and the food, it's fucking dog food with a half of a biscuit on the side. That's
Literally,
rock hard.
If you could,
Yeah,
to be honest with you, I'd rather have better food because some kids they don't even get to eat at home. Like they're not that fortunate.
yeah,
Like they literally have to go there and eat that nasty shit. I'd rather eat my
Yeah.
fucking shit. I'd rather poop on my hand and eat it than eat that school food. I'm telling you, it is so nasty. Because I know
I'm just
some of
gonna
it's been
show
sitting there
you-
forever.
I'm literally just gonna show you like a actual food meal that we have at school, and I just want to show you this. That is our burger. That is our fries. This is literally our meals.
That is disgusting.
That is so nasty.
And that's really what it looks like too, y'all. I
I saw them where they when we ran out of burgers. What they did is they got the American cheeses. They unwrapped it and just threw it on there. Yeah. Oh my god. It's horrible.
nasty, bro.
I've literally seen them take Velveeta, like government cheese, and like threw it on burgers, and I was like, do you have any more cheese? Like, yo, like, I want something different from this. And they're like, sorry, it's the only cheese they allow us to have. Because that's low on sodium. Like, yo, hold up. Look at this. This is literal.
Like
this is US. This is US food. Alright? Look at this.
Mhm.
This is France.
that there,
exactly.
Like that's what I'm talking about. Like it's
That
so
was
That's why we
bro.
have school
The
shootings
other
and no one else does.
Michelle Obama is a big reason why our food is like how it is. Because in elementary, I remember,
They took
You
pickle
can-
ways.
yeah, like they took fucking pickles. They took pickles, and we
They
had
took
vending
Obama's
machines and
pickles, so
shit.
she took
Just
ours
in
away.
case, if you didn't like our nasty ass school food, you could probably go to the vending machine and probably get something better. Which here's the thing about our school: we have free lunch. So I mean, like that's one benefit. Like some schools don't have that, so like we are fortunate. Well, I mean, since we have free school lunch, I'm not expecting it to be fucking perfect. I'm not expecting to be some Gordon Ramsay fucking medium rare steak on my plate, but I don't want some nasty ass fucking tater tots or chicken or popcorn chicken. Like, I'm sorry, the popcorn, y'all overhype that shit. The popcorn chicken is not that good. I mean, it's good compared to the other shit that they have in school, but like, it's not that good. Like,
Look at that
that shouldn't.
pizza.
That's literally what our pizza looks like.
That's a loaf of pizza.
That's oh my god.
We don't
That's
even have
exactly-
good milk. Like, that milk right there is
Ooh,
probably
who got their milk that was raw? No, it was inspired. It was Evan, right?
Yeah,
Raw milk.
milk was expired. Evan's milk was. Every single milk I get is 1 day before due date. I'm sorry, they're probably not going to be expired, but that's fucking nasty. That is nasty as fuck. That is nasty. That is
Look at
nasty.
that.
What is that?
What?
That's literally a
That's
pile of
nasty.
fucking shit on a plate.
Somebody just put their drawers down and just started, and then we're like, yeah, it looks good. Let me just throw some cheese on that. Yeah, I'll make it way better. This is literally Japanese.
That
Look
looks
at that.
so good. That literally, like, I could eat that every single day.
Whoever said this is the U.S.,
Yeah, that.
they're
is
lying. They are lying.
Yeah.
They're lying. Every
No
person-
way.
The fruit, the peach cups though, they kind of do slap. I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of
Those
good.
little peach cups, dude. I had
Yeah.
one that literally had mold.
Okay, never mind.
Oh.
Never mind.
Honestly, yeah, you look at like other countries' lunches, right? And you'll see every single one is so much better than ours, and I have no idea why. Every other country has such a bigger budget, you know?
It's because
Hold up, Frenzy. Frenzy, hold up for me, little quick.
Doesn't care.
Yeah.
Somebody, please, do you guys have anybody that's out of the country, like on
Yes.
Imperial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunter, we have a lot.
Literally text
People from
just
Europe.
some random guy and say we need you for like 10 minutes just to talk about school. Like literally, that's all we need. We just need to talk to this kid about how his country serves food and if it's actually good or not. Because the U.S. food and their food are so different, and then they talk crap about their food, like, oh, it's so gross. But like, if you came over here and tried one of our burgers, it's literally like cardboard that they like put seasoning on, and they're like, oh yeah, sure, they'll eat that, and then you bite into the middle of it, and it's literally raw. It's pink, like bright pink in there.
Yeah,
It's the color of my freaking thing. I'm not even kidding. Look at this thing, bro. Like how my emblem is. That's the color of my food.
He's not responding. We have a bunch of kids from EU.
we can have surprise guests and stuff, and they can talk about politics in their area, though, like from the team.
Yes, literally any time. Like I'm willing to talk to anybody that is willing to talk to us. Like I will. Like I've been on so many different ordeals with like trying to figure out somebody that is completely down to just jump in and be like, yeah, I'm down.
Right.
I've just always understood the concept of like our food, which like, oh, it's whatever. Like, okay, we have this, but like, like, it's normal for us. But if anybody else came into our like area and was like, oh, let me get some food, they would be like, okay, all right, nah, never mind. I take that back.
Dude, let me. My keyboard's so bad, y'all. I need a new keyboard. It's so sticky and nasty. Fucking, I can't believe I spilled tea on it, bro.
Speaking of sticky and nasty, no.
Oh my god. Alright, David, do you have any other topics you want to talk about?
Yeah.
What were we trying to start talking about, but we like kind of went off of it?
Or we can honestly just start telling stories, like.
Alright, yeah, sounds great. Alright, that sounds like a really good idea. Alright, so,
what about our like Talladega trip?
Yeah, I can talk about that for a second, because I kind of gotta go poop, y'all.
Alright, dog, go ahead.
Y'all go do that. I'll be back.
So,
Be
our trip. So, my family and I take a very big trip in the middle of the year, usually to, my family's very hillbilly-ish, so they like to have, like a trip to go to this place. It's called Talladega, which is actual...
It's the biggest
what is
track.
It's the biggest NASCAR racetrack. It's on the like system or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so it's about 9 hours away from us, so we always take the trip like on a Friday night or like a Thursday night. Then we get there Friday and we set up and then whatever. But so we literally like the whole ride up there. It was just like dreadful. But our buddy here, Frenzy, is one of my close friends. So like I asked him to go. I was like, "Yo, you want to go?" And he was like, "I'm completely down. Like, yes, I'll be there whatever time you need me to." And like I'm down. So like he took like $400, and my other friend that went with us, he took like another $200, and I had like 150. So we had like all kinds of money, and we were just like, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
literally Frenzy pulled out 100 and was like, "This is for the ride up there," and then pulled another 100 out and was like, "This is for the ride back." So like he was just like every time we stopped somewhere, he's like, "You guys hungry?" And like we were like, "Yeah, sure." Like we just go in and just blow money like it was nothing, and then
bro, there's like 5 cases of Monsters and like 2 cases of Red Bull and like 1 case of Nos. Like I was telling you, all we did was buy. The only drink we drunk was Monster, Red Bull, or Nos.
I will say that was probably the most unhealthy addiction that I've ever had, which was Monster, because like I used to drink it 24/7 because this is like the only thing that like gave me energy. Like coffee, nah. Like it just like doesn't even phase me, even though it has more caffeine. It's just the fact of like it just doesn't phase me. Like I've just always drank coffee throughout my life. That it's just like okay, like I don't know. Like I used to live in a like a lot bigger like city. I used to actually live in a city. Um, and every day before school, I would walk to this coffee shop, which was like right down the road. So I would literally just go there, get my coffee, and then just go to school and drink it on the way there. And then like after we get there, I'll drink a little bit of it and then throw it away. So like it was just like my life routine was just every day wake up, get coffee, go to school, come home, and on the way back home they'd still be open, but they like served like different drinks, which is like I don't know if anybody knows about Starbucks, but there's like a refreshers, which is basically like sweet drinks that like supposed to have a little bit of energy in them, like a little bit of like a kick to them to make you keep going throughout the day. So yeah, I literally just got there and was like, yo, whatever, and started just kind of doing that throughout my life, and it kind of worked out.
Yeah. And then I remember when we got there, like as soon as we pulled in, your nose started bleeding, and oh my god, that was so nasty.
Oh, I forgot about that. So yeah, I have a very weird nose. Literally is like, my nose is like very dry, and I have like no like nasal problems. So like if you ever hear me talk, like it kind of sounds like it's a little bit like congested. It's just because my nasal passages don't clear all the way. Anyway, um, it's just like my nose started just gushing blood, and like my first reaction was like, I need to catch this blood. I don't want to bleed all over everything. So I just put my hand under my chin and let it like go into my hand. Well, the thing is, my blood was like it clots. It just clotted so bad that the handful of blood that I had clotted into this big like blob of blood, and like
That
I
was
was
so
just
nasty.
sitting there. I literally was just sitting there like I don't know, like I could not get out.
You was dying laughing though.
Like they were laughing at me, and I was like, "Hey, please!" And they're like, "No," and I was like, "Yo."
Don't forget about part when we was at this like really strange like place, bro, and like y'all like you and then James sit there push me to by the tailgate, and y'all wanted me to be by the door.
Oh, so we're in this like place in like either Tennessee or Alabama. I forgot, but like it's like just this like town that was like very secluded and very dark. Well, we stopped to like just kind of have a break for a minute from driving and just kind of like stretch our legs and everything. But it was like literally 3 a.m. And my dad, you know, like he was like, dude, I'm really tired. So like I'm literally just going to sleep for like 30 minutes and then we can like get back on the road. So like he just wanted a little power nap just to kind of give him like the last final like stretch or whatever. And you know, like as he's sitting there like kind of chilling, like we hear something like talking. We're like, whatever, you know, like no.
That was so scary, bro. I was tripping out.
We look over and there's some guy like with his head down, less than 10 feet away from us, and he's just mumbling something. Like it's like he's trying to say something, but it wasn't like he was like trying to say something. Like it was like he's trying to like say like a curse or something, yo. And I was like, what? And I was like, yo, no, I ain't with it. So like we told Hunter to like go. We were like, yo, like go, like yeah, like you do it, you know, like just go over there and talk to him to ask him what's up. He's like, no, please stop.
I'm not. No, hell no. Like, who in the right mind would do that?
Like, yo, it was scary, dog. Like it was
scary.
scary.
It was, bro. And then we got there, and there was this like we put the mattress that we had in a river. We blew it up and put it in the river. I remember going through the rapids, a rock, I swear, went up straight up my ass, bro. It hurt so bad.
Yo, what?
But remember,
That's so
but I remember we met these like really chill people. They was like, hey, you wanna like to stay here for a little bit, and they had like a cooler full of chips, and they gave us some chips and some water and everything. And we sat there and talked to him. And then there was also this one guy that was by us when we was camping. He stayed up all night with me and James, but Dega really never stayed up with us. And he was pretty chill. He just kept on talking about his life and all that. It was pretty fun.
the guys that he's talking about that gave him chips, they were all like university teachers, like professors. They all were like actual like teachers at a university around there. So like they were they were like just chilling, and they were like, yo, like I literally asked them, was like, so like what does it take to be a professor? And literally one guy was like in the back, he's like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's literally the easiest job. You just take one course of like what you think you could teach, remember all of it, take notes, and then like just like do a couple months on that to a year, and then you could become a professor in that like status, because there's going to be a lot more teachers, like a lot more people that are going to like need to teach, like get taught that. And one guy was a mechanic, another guy was a nurse, like he was a doctor, but he wasn't like a doctor where like, you know, like your average doctor. He was just like a EMT type ordeal, but he only did like older people. And it was like he was doing like a nursing home thing, but it was like he went to their houses. So like I don't know what it's called. It's something, but like it was
My sister does something like that. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Like he was a professor though. Like that was his job.
Like
teach people.
To teach people how to do that.
Yeah. And he said, you know how long it took me? And I said, yo, how long? And he goes, 3 months. And I said, wait, you took the class and then 3 months after that you like become a professor in it? He's like, yo, easiest thing I've ever got done to me. And he was like, and I make bank. Like they were all in like nice cars and trucks, and they like had all kinds of money, like they just spent, and they were just like, whatever. Like they even asked us like, yo, do you want anything from here? And we were like, no, we don't have any money. And they just like brought stuff back and was like, yo, I don't know if you like any of this, but you can have it. And I was like, what? Like, yo, this is like $45 worth of food, and you just rack it up on some random kids that like were just walking around one night, because it's like just a huge campground outside of the racetrack. So like it's literally just a party fest. It's like whatever, you know, like whatever. It's kind of cool, but like some random, like 3 random kids just walk beside your camp, and you ask them if they want like $40 worth of food. Like, yo, like, and you're stupid to just take food from random people, but at the same time, like around there, like that's kind of normal, because like everybody has that like southern hospitality, which is like just the sense of like everybody's nice to like everybody, like around here, like everybody's nice, but like they're trying to be mean. Like, it's like if you ask for a water at a restaurant, and they're like, "Gosh, another one," but like they're just being like that just because it's like the southern hospitality, and like that's just how I always. I don't know. It's just weird. Whatever. Like we didn't get sick off the food or anything. It was just like whatever. But like I don't know. I think the more you like move down towards like Florida and things like that, the more like people have that southern hospitality where it's like everybody's nice to each other and like they're trying to scratch each other's backs and like the dudes like they ran out of firewood or something and like we literally like gave them firewood because they ran out and they were like being so nice to everybody that they just dipped. Like they even asked if we wanted to go to a concert that was happening on the other side of like the racetrack, which was like kind of weird, you know, like a huge group of like 30-year-olds asking like 12-year-olds if they want to go like to the other side of a racetrack to go like to a party, which is just full of drunk guys and like girls that are like flashing each other's boobies and stuff.
Yeah, I saw some bits that night. I remember it was during the race. Some girl just flashed.
It's like that, bro. Like
yeah,
that's
it's just normal, honestly.
I've seen more tits there than I have in like any other place ever. Like it's kind of over, like exaggerated. Like it's under exaggerated. Is what I'm trying to say. Like people don't understand that. Like about things like that, they just kind of assume since like it's like for all kids and all. Like no, like if you take your kid there, like a young kid, 95% sure he's gonna see his first tit there. That's just gonna happen. Like that's just normal. But the next thing that I want to talk about that I have on my list is STDs.
What? You're plying.
Excuse me?
You're plying.
STDs. Alright. So why say STDs? And I'm gonna be honest, yo, like that is one thing that I'm mostly scared about is STDs. And like it's just a fear that I have that I'm gonna get something and I'm not gonna know what to do. So I have enough. Like, let's talk about fears. Like, one fear is like for me is like STDs is a fear that I have. Like, I don't want to get something that like I don't know anything about. I don't know. I just feel like I over exaggerate about things too. Like, if I like trip and fall, like it's gonna hurt, but like I feel like it kind of hurts a lot more because like I let my brain like over exaggerate it. So it's like I trip and fall, scrape up my hand really bad, but like it hurts, but like my brain kicks in, it's like it hurts a lot more than it actually should be. I don't know. I think it's just something that's like weird that I have like mental like so nervous about like stuff happening.
STDs in particular.
Like STDs is just a fear. Like yo, like what if I get like gonorrhea?
I don't even
Like, that's
know
scary, dog.
Man. Bro, that is scary. I'm not gonna lie to you, but something
Exactly, bro.
One thing
You could
my
literally
biggest
just
fear
be
is
like,
AIDS. Like if I got AIDS, oh my god, dude, or herpes, bro, that's so nasty. Herpes, oh my god, I'd kill myself. I would kill myself. That shit is so nasty.
you ever had a cold sore before?
No.
Oh,
Nah,
Oh wait, have you ever kissed a girl, dog?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone here has.
I'm positive everyone here has.
I'm just saying, like, yo, if like I've never got one, but like I've got one, but it was like not because I ever kissed anybody. It's just like I don't know, but that's herpes. That's herpes, yo. Isn't that weird? if you have a
That's-
cold sore like on your lip,
that's
that's herpes. That's herpes,
classifies as herpes, or is that like? I'm talking
That's
about. Like,
that's classified as herpes, yeah. But like herpes is in different ways. Like if you get herpes,
that's
like herpes is always heard as like your mouth like gets all the bumps all over your lips and like your junk swells up. Like, yo, it's not that. It's literally like a little bump on your mouth. Like there is cases where like your mouth can swell up and your penis can swell up, but like it's not that big. It's like you get a little bump on your lip or
that's
something.
the
and it hurts.
main fear that fucking mouth of your penis can swell up. Shit's nasty.
Like my
That
main
is
fear is the
nasty.
fact that like the fact that like something can literally happen, like I get a disease and like they have to like cut my penis off.
My biggest fear is like,
Hey, but like,
I'm getting ready
hear
to
me
fuck
out.
a girl, and then she pulls out her dick. I'm like, what?
Oh my god! I'll honestly just soccer and run.
So hear me out.
I just sit there and I'd be like, oh my god. I just be like, oh my god, for like 10 minutes.
Honestly, I would probably be like, just flip over, dog. Like I ain't even worried about it. I'm
What?
trying to nut.
What?
What?
Oh my
What?
god!
Honestly, wait, hold on. No, it's fine. I'm not saying that because, yeah, I'm just not gonna say that.
Yo, nah, bro. You
Just 'cause she
imagine
doesn't
like
just because she doesn't have a poo tank doesn't mean she can't suck on it. Is all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. But
hey, bro. No. Hold up, bro. Serious though. I'm being honest. Girls don't know what they doing, dog. Dudes know what they doing, bro. Like I'm not trying to sound like I'm trying
Okay.
to sound.
Whoa. Okay.
Like, I'm
Different
not
topic.
trying to sound
Different
sus.
topic.
I'm
Experience?
not trying to sound sus. I'm being completely honest though. If a girl touches your cock, she ain't know what she's doing. She's just like, do I just tug it? But a guy's like, yo, nah, you have to like get some curve into it.
Yeah, they know what to do, but it'd be weird as hell.
Not saying that like I want some dude to come over here and
James
like.
Okay,
Charles,
let's say
though.
this.
Honestly.
Let's say this.
If no one knew about it, like no one ever would know about it, and you were blindfolded, and a dude were to give you a blowjob, do you feel like you nut? And you know it's a dude. Do you feel like you nut?
I just feel
If
like
a
when you
dude, if I knew it was a dude,
You knew it
If
was
I
a dude.
knew-
No one would know about it. But like I'm telling you, this dude's giving you fire ass blowjob. You're gonna nut. It does not matter. It does not matter if it's a girl or a dude. You're literally like, oh. You're gonna
I
know
don't
it's a
think you
dude.
can
You're
keep a
gonna-
hard on, dog.
It doesn't
being
matter.
honest.
It doesn't matter. You'd eventually get hard, dude. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
No,
I would be trying to fight it. I'd be like, no, get off me.
And then he's just like, and he's like, keeps going, and it's like kind of fire, and you're like, stop, and you're like slowly, like kind of like releasing the tenseness, and you're just like, stop it, and like you're just like laying there.
Oh
at that
no!
point.
Please don't suck on my cock so much. Like
Okay.
I would hate it
Okay.
so.
Yo, like no. If a guy was just suck on my corn, I would. If I'ma be
that's
honest
it for the
with you,
podcast. I'm just fine.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna pull out a baseball bat and break his kneecaps and be like, yo, if you want to be on your knees so much, then you don't have any now. So, like,
Bro.
that's not my fault.
What the hell?
I'll break his kneecap.
Okay, different topic. Different topic.
Different topic, guys. Different topic.
Alright,
That went so off guard.
That wasn't expected.
Yeah. What we
Alright,
supposed to be talking
so-
about? Oh yeah,
biggest
STDs.
fears. Biggest fears.
That wasn't off. That kind of wasn't off topic. I mean, Technically,
Like
it's not.
the reason why I said STDs is like literally because I accidentally wrote it on my paper. Because like I was just sitting there like writing random things and STDs popped out, and I was like, "Hey, STDs kind of a funny topic to bring up." And then it just went to like gay guys sucking your cock and if you'll nutted
Yeah.
on it.
And if I'm being honest, you really don't have to cut this out. Just put a disclaimer, you know? Like,
Yeah, like
yeah, podcasts are
I'm
actually
probably
meant
just
to
gonna
be
cut
like
that
that.
solid 5 minutes out.
Disclaimer. Make it
Yeah.
horny.
Yeah, just honestly, like, we're just gonna be the podcast with the dumbasses talking about stupid shit.
mm,
Like, you ever heard of stiff socks?
okay,
Like,
buddy.
there's this podcast. It's called Stiff Socks, and it's literally
Oh
like
yeah.
one of my favorite podcasts because they literally just talk about sex and like
Yeah, see, that's what
masturbation
we
and
could
this
do.
that.
Like, we don't honestly have to like be professional and talk about other stuff. We're just gonna fuck around and just talk.
Literally.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, nah,
We're at
serious
2
question.
hours.
Serious question. You ever be beaten off and like you hear footsteps and you're like,
Yes,
like
bro,
you just
yes.
trip out.
Nah.
One
You're all
time, I'm
going
telling
about
you, I'm the quickest person. Like if you're to walk in my room, I literally I can make myself
Bro.
nut and hide it perfectly.
Bro, I'm sorry,
Like, I acted
but
like I was asleep with my dick out. Like, and it's so dark you can't see me. And like, I was getting ready for school. Like, I'm
What?
telling you, I was just a bust a quickie and I was getting ready for school. I don't know what I was on. I was on Dino that day, and I was like, I'm busting a nut before I go to school. And I'm telling you, I was yanking it. I was like, I was pulling it harder than I've ever pulled it, faster than I ever pulled it. And I heard footsteps. I was like, oh fuck. And I was like, "Ah!" And then I nutted it in like 5
oh, you
seconds. I
should see this
forced
man's
it
bed
out.
sheets. I'm telling you.
Oh, it's nasty, bro. It is nasty.
Bro,
I
I
don't
went to his
even,
house. He's like,
Hunter,
yo, look at
What
my
about
bed sheets.
Hunter, I don't use that anymore. I hope you know. But literally, it's so nasty. But I heard them. They opened the door. I'm telling you, I flip over. I took my blanket and laid it on the blanket. I acted like I was asleep.
Oh my
They
god.
walk in and like, Tyler, you awake? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what time is it? And then, literally, they're totally oblivious. They had no idea. I know they had no idea. It was the biggest fucking W I've ever took in my life.
Oh my god.
I'm
No,
telling
bro,
you,
I'm gonna tell you.
you're
I'm
going
gonna tell
about it
you
all
right now.
wrong.
I'm gonna tell you the worst experience of my life, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've never told anybody this, but I'm gonna tell you guys in the podcast today. One time, I was tugging. You know, I was tugging hard, bro. I've literally been tugging for like 20 minutes, and I had headphones in, so I wasn't paying attention to it. And my dad walked in, bro. He watched it right when I was busted, bro. And he walked in and was seen my nut face, dog. He seen my nut face, dog. He walked in and was like, yo, oh. I was like, leave me alone.
I'd contemplate killing myself after that shit.
Bro, oh my god. The same thing happened to me.
I literally sit there for a solid like 10 minutes after that.
Bro,
I was in the kitchen and I was like, yo, I'm not going out there. I'm literally staying in my room for the rest of the year.
bro,
God,
this-
dude.
the same thing happened to me, but it was like 11 p.m. and like my sister just woke up, and oh my god, I was sitting there as soon as I busted, bro. She walked in, and she was like, "What time is it?" I'm like, I don't know. I kept on saying I don't know, and she went back to bed, and I think she thought it was a dream or something. I don't even know.
That's a W right there. That's
That is a dub. That is a whole
That's a-
dub. Yo,
See,
nah, bro.
if you just sit there and you
Nah,
keep
bro.
talking, right, what are they gonna do? Are they just gonna sit there and watch you like,
Hey, yo, what you doing, bruh?
nah, they're gonna walk
in on
away.
me busting a nut, and he was like, what are you doing? I was like, busting a nut. What the fuck do you think I'm doing? And he walked out. Oh, literally, I swear to God,
Exactly.
It was the most basic conversation. I was still tugging it when we walked in. I was like,
Like,
what the fuck do you think I'm doing?
like if somebody's like one of your homies, like one of your best friends, like ever, bro, and they just like you're trying to buzz, whatever, like I don't always lock my door when I'm trying to beat off. Like this is my room, like this is my private area. I'm not gonna like lock my door and prevent myself, like just knock. Like that's a known thing that you do when you go over to anybody's house or do anything. You knock. Like don't walk into the crib unless you knocking, because if you don't knock, you're either gonna see me beating off or I'm butt naked, bro. Like sometimes, bro, I'm not even kidding. I like to sleep naked. It's like freeing. It's like I just like to sleep. And if you're just gonna walk in my crib and try to wake me up and be like, "It's time," what are you doing, dog? I'm 95% sure that I'm gonna be balls out, booty hole out, chilling, and you go see it. Like that's not my fault. That is your fault. If you're gonna wake me up, just knock on my door. 95% of the time, I'll shoot up and be like, "Yeah," because I'm not that deep of a sleeper. But like, yo, like, don't just walk into my room like that. Like I'm trying to beat it. I'm trying to have my good old time watching my Mia Khalifa. Like just let me be, bruh. Just let me be. Like,
yeah. I'm not, to be honest with you, if my friend just walked in and be like, bruh, that's, you put that upon yourself. I'm just gonna be like,
why did it go so silent though? Like after I said that, it literally was.
I don't know. I had to say something.
Oh my god. So far, I think the podcast has actually been really good. I thought it was going to be awkward 100%. For a second.
Nah, I knew I thought it was going to be awkward at first, but then we get into the groove. Like, nah, it hasn't been awkward at all.
Serious question. And I'm not trying to like call anybody out. Like, you can answer, you don't have to. It's really none of my business. But I really want to ask. Who has actually lost their virginity in this group?
Something I'm not going to disclose, but you could probably
Does my dog
make
count?
an assumption.
Oh my god.
No.
That's so weird, bro. That's so weird.
No.
Imagine if you actually fucked your dog. Imagine.
I actually have a story.
Oh no, he's got a story about fucking his dog, bro.
No. One of my friends, like, he told me this like 2 or 3 years ago. Nobody knows him. Like, he's just one of my old friends that I had. Like, I met him on like some app one time. Like, I was playing games or something, and he's like, "Yo," like, we just like. He was just a homie, like, whatever, like, whenever I wanted to, like, play games, like, on PlayStation or something, he'd be like, "Yo, you trying to play?" And one time, we were in a chat, like, party chat playing, like, I think it was, like, COD or something, and he goes, "Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. One time I was at my friend's house, and I was beating off, and he has a cat, and its litter box is in the bathroom. So the cat, like, walked in behind him and didn't notice, and he went to the bathroom, and he was, like, trying to beat off, whatever, and he's trying to beat off, and the cat starts scraping up his, like, rubbing his leg, like walking around his leg, and he was, like, kept swatting the cat, and he busted, and it went on the cat, dog. It went on the cat.
Oh my god.
That's so nice.
That's
Like,
nasty.
it went all over the cat and like got matted in its hair. And the mom was like, "What's this in its hair?" And she tried to smell it. She took her hand and rubbed it across the cat's back and was like,
It's just like, what did she taste it and it's like, This is like, that shit's good.
Yo, that's how a porn starts. That's literally how a porn starts.
Why does the cat taste so good?
What the hell? Oh my
My
god.
cat,
YouTube.
why does my cat taste like that? Like, yo, she's like, my cat did not taste like that before you got here. Oh, nah, bro. When he told me that, like, that was game over for me. Literally, I've never
like-
talked.
I was
I
like, nah, bro.
I don't
you
even
gotta
know where
go.
that kid's. Oh my god! Like, it was the worst because like I was just sitting there and my jaw just dropped. I was like, bruh. Like, I literally was just like, I can't, like, I'm going. I can't do that anymore. I'm literally dipping. Like, I'm not doing this. It was the worst experience of my life. Like, I literally was, yo, it was bad. I don't know, man. It was not good. Like, that experience was terrible.
I don't know.
Nah,
What?
but like, back to what I was saying with like virginity loss and stuff like that. Like, you know, I'm not gonna give like details, but like, yeah, I've lost my virginity. I have a girlfriend, you know, like that's kind of obvious. But like, as people always say, like as you grow up and like you know, like you're a teenager and stuff, like sex is such a big thing. Like that's all I
The
care.
only person I've told that I've actually lost my virginity was Hunter. But I mean, now it's out there. But it doesn't matter. He knows I lost it too. I
Like,
only had 2 bodies though, so
I only have one. I've been with the same girl for literally almost 2 years, and it has been the best almost 2 years of my life. Like, it has literally been the best. And like, yeah, we did actually take a break for like 3 or 4 weeks, but literally the whole time, like, we were talking. Like, it was just like we can't be separated. Like, that just doesn't work for either of us, and it's that's what I like about our relationship so much is the fact that like we can't be separated from each other, and we like we truthfully love each other, and like for people to be like, well, you're just teenagers, you don't know what real love is. Like, if you can sit there and deal with a person every single day of your life and make sure that they're there and that they need anything, you can accomplish that. I'm 95% sure that's love. And that's how I see it. But at the same time, like, girls, they don't understand. Like, men, we're very, like, we're not going to talk about our feelings. Because, like, I'm not going to use this as an excuse, but 95% of our father figures in our lives are, like, supposed to be the men. You know, like, we're not supposed to talk about our feelings. We're supposed to just bottle them up, and then, you know, one night when we get drunk, we're supposed to just, like, punch the wall and be fine with it. You know, like, but, like, me and my dad and I, like, growing up, it was always, like, I always had to take care of my feelings. Like, it's not like, it was always, like, I had to be a man. But, like, as soon as I hit to, like, get this girl that I have now, she showed me that no matter what, you can talk to that person about how you feel and they can help you with it. And that's what I like. That's one thing that she's taught me that I've never been taught in my life. Like, she's the only girl that's ever seen me cry. She's the only girl that's ever, like, cuddled me when I was crying. Like, or like I said earlier, like, my dad just had some, like, health issues, and, like, she was there. Like, I called her, and not even 5 minutes later, she was here, and she, like, wrapped me in her arms, and I was just, like, bawling my eyes out. Like, truthfully, have never been so, like, terrified and, like, so many different emotions at one time, and she just took it, like, every single bit of it, and was like, I'm gonna be here to help you, no matter what it is. And, like, that's one thing that I can assure you that if you ever get a girlfriend that you truthfully think you can love and be with, that's one thing that you have to look into. Because girls like we have around here are not about that life. They're not about the life of being like, I'm sad right now. That's not their problem. You know, they don't care. You guys are just dating because it's a nice way to say that you guys are very close. Nah, when you're in love, you know you're in love. And, like, that's one thing that I've always been taught. Because my dad, he knows what it's like to be shown love, and that just shows me so much compassion for this one single person that I could not show for anybody else. I'm sorry I went on a little rant about love right there. I'm just trying to explain that, like, no matter what it is that you want to do, like, I'm not here to judge. That's not my responsibility is to judge you. Like, I'm just saying, like, when you fall in love, you know you're in love. Like, that's one thing that nobody can take from you. And I just want everybody to know that. And, you know, I feel personally, I feel like I'm going to marry this woman. And, like, I will have a family with this girl. Even though, I don't like kids. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate kids, bro. Like, just the look of them and their voice literally annoys me. Like, I was going to be a teacher, but until, like, I literally took a job shadow of a teacher one time and literally got the flu the next day. And on top of that, had a migraine because all these kids did not, like, since I was, like, kind of older and, like, I was, like, doing a job shadow and they were like, oh my god, it's a big kid, he's in our class. It was so annoying because she literally was like, you're going to be teaching what they're supposed to be learning. And I was like, got it. So she just gave me this book and was like, literally, just write this on the board and then explain. And I was like, sounds good. I job shadowed 4th grade. So this is right when you're doing, like, starting multiplication. And so the teacher that I had, she's just this very, like, nice teacher that I've always loved, like, throughout all of my school years in elementary school. She was the one that I would always be like, if I could be a teacher and I had a chance to job shadow somebody, that would be her. And then as soon as I got the opportunity to be, like, job shadowing her, I took that advantage so fast that it, like, changed my perspective on kids, and now I hate them. Like, it's not because of her, it's because kids are annoying. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, 2 stories real fast before, like, we keep going about other stuff. That day was literally, like, the worst day. So I get to school, like, you know, because it was like basically a free day. But they wanted me, I was like, so what time do you want to be here? And she was like, literally just show up like how you rarely come to school. Just bring you whatever you need, and then I will sign it as soon as you get in there. And as soon as you want to leave, you just leave. And I go, great. Sounds awesome. So, I get there at, 7:50, and class is going to start in 10 minutes. So, she's like, all right, this is preparations before class. This is what I do every morning. And I was like, great. So, I literally just had, like, write paper. Like, I just took a piece of, like, a notebook paper and wrote, like, literally, like, a task of every single day, like, everything she did a day. And was just going down the line of, like, whatever she did. And she was just like, oh, so first things first is you want to do this. And I was like, all right, great. So I did this, that, and the other. And she was like, great, thank you. So I, whatever. And right when the bell rang or whatever, everybody rushed in. So there's, like, a class full of 40 4th graders, and they're like,
Oh my lord.
their first reaction was to look at me. So they, like, looking at me, and they were all staring at me, and they go, like, one little kid in the back, like, he's just, like, some nerdy kid, he had, like, glasses, and he, like, evidently, like, throughout the day, I understood that he was a nerd. He goes, excuse me, Miss P word. I'm not gonna say her actual name, but I'm just gonna call her Miss P. Miss P, where is, like, who's that? And she was like, oh, this is Dirty. And I was like, yeah, how are you? Yeah, whatever. And I was like trying to be really short with it. And I was like, hey, how are you? I'm job shadowing today because I was thinking about being a teacher, but I didn't get to job shadow like anybody better, so I literally just had to pick this. So yeah, here I am. So whatever. I was just like, whatever, cool, sounds good. So I got to sit at her desk all day. So like I sit down and she's like, all right, great. Now we're going to talk about our first thing, which is science. So she was like, okay, great, science. And I was like, all right, perfect. That's what I was going to go for anyway. I was going to be a science teacher. Either a science teacher or history teacher. First two periods, like the first two like things that we did in the day was science and history. So I was like, perfect. So sit there for a second and whatever.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know what I was trying to say. Like, I don't know. What am I trying to say? Where was I? I got sidetracked.
You were
Honestly, don't
like-
even know.
I got sidetracked because of that. You were talking about what you were sitting in a chair, then
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm sitting in a chair, and some kid, like, just kept looking over at me, and then he would, like, look away. And, Miss P, she was like, all right, class, we're going to let Dirty teach the class. I was like, oh, okay. So I, like, walk up there, and what we were talking about was matter. So, matter, there's three different ways of matter, right? So what is the three different ways of matter? Anybody give me an answer?
are you asking us right now?
Yeah, like literally just answer. Like, what's the three
Like
different states
gas,
of matter?
solid, liquid.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what it was. So I literally done it visually. I was like, so can I literally do anything to teach them? And she's like, do anything you want. And I was like, great. You have a cup? She goes, yes. All right, great. Sounds good. So I had this cup and I went to the back of the class and I filled it up and I was like, all right. So first things first. What is this? And they go, it's a cup. And I was like, all right. What is in the cup? Water. Okay. So I took the cup, I dumped it out. And I was like, what did I do? You spilt the water. And then the kid in the background goes, that's a hazard. Yeah, someone's gonna trip. And I was like, yo, kid, chill. Whatever. Miss P was like, she was like, this is actually a really good way to teach these kids. And I was like, yeah, I know. Like, just literally teach them like this. So I was like, all right. So this cup is what? And they go, a cup. And I was like, all right. So this is a solid, right? I can feel it. I can crush it. So I literally just crushed the cup. And I was like, see? I can. This is hard, right? So I can literally crush it, bend it, whatever. And they're like, okay. And I said, this water puddle is liquid, and liquid is something that you can. I don't know what I said. I forgot, but I said something like whatever. And then I literally was like, everybody close your, make a big bubbles in your mouth, like you're walking down the hallway, and blow out. And some kid was like, whatever, and they blew it out, and I was like, that is gas. And they go, oh. So I literally was like, so what is it? And they all literally just rephrased it, and they were like, the cup is solid, the water is liquid, and we blowing air out of our mouths is gas. And I was like, exactly. And Miss P looked at me and she goes, out of all the years that I've been teaching this, that is probably the best way that I've ever been like shown to teach kids how to do this. And to this day, I've heard that she still teaches it like this. Because it just gives kids like the understanding, like if they're into something, then they'll do it. Like if you give a kids some type of something to mess with or like focus on, then they'll do it. Because like if you're just gonna sit there and talk, they're gonna be like, okay. Like nowadays, school is literally get in front of a computer, type. Get a computer, click. Like that's not teaching us anything. There's no physical like anything. And that's what I'm going to say about one class that I have now, which is a different teacher. His name is Mr. C. He teaches kids visually and materialize. He will hand you something and be like, this is what this is what this is, rephrase it. And that's what he did. That's what he does every single day for me. And that's how I've learned so much over the past couple months, is because I understand what it is from this one thing and this one thing. My brain makes a connection. Boom. That's how you get taught. And, like, that's just the school system. Like, nowadays, school is not school. School is just like, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. Back in the day, teachers would take pride in teaching. Like, they would teach kids how they're actually supposed to be taught. Now, they teach kids from like, hey, 95% of you guys are going to have office jobs. Might as well go ahead and give you a computer so you can learn the little bit of the keys and understand the concept of a computer. Okay, cool. Sounds great. All right, well, now what? You know, like, it's just not good. Like, school is just not good.
Facts.
Barry is homeschooled, and he has literally answered a math question in 2 seconds. Which was easy, but at the same time, all of us went silent. Like, we literally was, like, thinking about it, and he's just like, 45,000. Like, yo, like, what? And, like, that's what I don't understand, is kids that are homeschooled actually get taught things that are actually going to be used in the real world, and then we get taught things that are like, are we actually going to use pre-calculus in the real world at all? No. Are we going to actually use trigonometry or geometry for anything? No. If your job requires it, then the job should provide it to be teaching you.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's just my concept on things. I mean, everybody's different. Everybody has different thoughts. That's just me.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit back and let you guys talk for a second, and because my throat's starting to hurt, so I'm going to go get me a drink.
I don't even know what to talk about.
Yeah, I don't even know what to talk about.
We're
How long
at
have we
2
been
hours and 27 minutes. We're almost at the 3-hour mark. So basically, we just got to talk about, I don't know, some random stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to go to 3 hours.
Yeah, it'll be
can-
fine. It most likely would be like if you actually cut everything out.
Not
Probably be like,
everything. Cut some parts out. It'd probably be like an hour and a half long, somewhere around there. But I don't think you should cut anything out. I think we should just be authentic and post it. Maybe some stuff that probably shouldn't be shared to the internet, but
Like our beating off
no,
situation.
that's actually fine. People get that.
that's funny.
That's funny.
That'll
Like,
that's
we should just
funny
be the
people, but-
podcast that like just talk about shit. Like, we don't care.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
the
I'll-
podcast that you mentioned a while ago. That's your favorite podcast.
Yeah. Yeah,
So do you
something
want
like
to end
that.
it here?
No. If you, like, we can literally do another 3 hours and I'll be fine. Because I know I know one thing for sure is if I do cut anything out, then I will only have like this amount of time of talk, and then it's going to be like, oh, well, we spent 6 hours, but we only have an hour and a half of footage. So like, you know, I just feel like it'd be kind of smart to kind of give extra hours in, just so we can replace that time with something else.
So we're gonna end Are we gonna end it at 3 hours?
Probably not. Like if we kind of keep going with conversations, like I literally I'm not on a time range. Like, are you guys on time range? Does anybody have plans? Like they have to wake up early in the morning?
No. Well, not me. I don't think Todd does either. So
I don't.
I do, but that's about it. So
if I think we should just end it like at the 3 hour mark, because a podcast is usually only like 2 hours.
All right. Well, do you guys after the podcast want to end? Do you guys want to like hop off, or you guys want to keep talking?
Oh no, we can keep talking after the podcast.
Yeah, we can keep talking after the podcast.
Like, I mean, I'm gonna be editing for a little while, so like, if you guys want to like talk to me while I'm editing, that'd be awesome. So I literally am not bored.
All right.
Hold up, well, Barry. What about you? What are you gonna do?
after the 3 hour mark, I'm probably gonna talk to you guys for a bit and go to bed though, because like I said, I've got to be up pretty early. Over the weekend, I won't be able to do this, but when I get home, like Sunday or Monday, I can start up again. So, I'll probably talk to you guys for like another 20-30 minutes after the 3 hour mark.
Alright. We're at 2 hours and 30 minutes, but he's probably
Yeah.
gonna cut all that out.
Probably.
I really don't know what to talk about now, so.
So another thing that I wrote on my list here. Let's see. So we talked about following life in the area. Why this started, school, messed up stuff, controversy. I mean, we can still touch on controversy. Like, there's literally so many different things we can literally talk about with controversy. Like, it could literally be anything that you guys think could be real. Like, what do you guys think about Area 51?
I think, I don't know. I thought they were hiding something big there, but
I think it's overhyped, honestly.
Yeah, I kind of think it's overhyped.
It's probably just like air base. It's just probably like air.
I mean, everyone knows where it's at. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they had something that big to hide, it would probably be hidden somewhere where no one knows where it is.
Which is why I think Area 51 may be like a diversion, you know? Like,
distraction.
like they'll keep some of the important stuff there, but like the big stuff they keep somewhere else.
Yeah.
but yeah, I heard
There's-
some rumors about that, like aliens and all that. I think, no.
Yeah.
No,
Well, there's been a conspiracy theory going around that like there's a hole in like both of the in like the North Pole and South Pole where they've got like an underground base of shit, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
But like on the topic of aliens and shit, personally, I don't think that we're alone, because like if you really look at all the star systems, you know, in just our galaxy, it's almost a numeral, you know. And there's tons of planets on each star system. There's multiple galaxies, you know. So really the possibilities are truly endless for what could be out there, because we're so far away that there's no physical way right now that we would ever be able to visit it or even see it at this time. So really, like I said, in my opinion, the possibilities are pretty much endless for what could be out there.
Yeah.
Well, think about it like this. Light years, okay, I don't know if anybody understands the concept of light year.
I
Yeah.
do.
Is how far light
It takes light to travel,
can
yeah.
travel. So, like, our sunlight, like, there's stars in the sky right now that are, like, they've already had their supernova and exploded and everything, but since it's so far away that it just doesn't look like anything's happened to it. And that's, like, even with, like meteors and things like that, like, as, like, I've heard, like, what am I trying to say? Like, the point of, like, the space-time continuum, right? So, we're here, right? We're here. And there is a planet that is 36 million light years away. So, that is literally 36 million years that it takes just for light to travel there.
Mhm.
So think about it. There is things that we see every single day that we think is still there, but could not be there.
Yeah.
That's kind of our mind cannot imagine how fucking gigantic the universe is. Like,
Exactly.
like there's no way, if you try to think about it, your head will hurt. Like, literally your brain will fucking pop. Like, okay, so, like, we know, we have an idea of how big the observable universe is. So, like, that's just what we can see, right? So there's literally we don't know how big the universe is. We don't even know if it ends, because it's constantly expanding, like, every fucking second. So we don't know, like, literally, I don't know how to explain it. Like, just go watch a fucking Vsauce video or some shit. I'm telling you, it literally. I spent like hours on hours of just watching space videos and be like, what the hell?
Yeah, I know Todd's pretty good about space and
Like-
all that because
Like, okay, here, yeah, I'm telling you, I used to be like a geek about this shit. I mean, I still kind of am, because, like, that I used to want to be an astronaut. Like, I literally, that was my dream job. It kind of still is my dream job. That, or being a YouTuber or something like that. Like, it, you literally, okay. So at some point in time, Earth's gonna be devoured. But I'm just saying, if Earth wasn't devoured, at some point in time, the stars we see now, we won't be able to see because the universe is expanding. So all of the knowledge we know now has to survive until, like, forever, basically, or no one's gonna know about what was before. Like, so say this is like a long time from now, though. We're talking like millions and millions, but millions of years is like nothing in space time. That's literally like a second on Earth. But okay, so, like, I'm trying my hardest. Okay, so there's a certain velocity of, like, how fast space is expanding right now. I don't know what hold on, let me Google it. Hold on.
So while he's googling that, let's just kind of think on this. How the fuck does endlessness get bigger? Right? Like what the fuck is that shit?
What the fuck? All right. It says the universe is expanding 73.3. I think that's to the, I don't know, but it says 73.325 kilometers per second, and it has some weird little symbol that probably means a fuck ton. So at some point, everything we see now, we will not be able to see in the future. So like, if you know who Neil deGrasse Tyson is, he's this really like smart, like I don't know he classifies as. It's something to do with space. It's something like I haven't read his books, but I've read like sections of it, and literally like anything is possible. Basically, like there could be, I don't know how to explain it. They fucking think scientists are beginning to think there's another universe inside of a black hole, which I don't know. I don't think that. But if that's true, that's fucking crazy because literally there are millions of black holes. And like, so say we're in a black hole. That means that universe. Okay, so yeah, we're in a black hole, right? Then if we're in a black hole, then there's millions of black holes in our universe. Then how many black holes are in the other universe? Then the other universe. It's just a fucking endless loop. Like it's crazy. And like I don't know if you're religious or whatever. Like some of this shit is like, bro, what are you talking about? But like, I don't know what the fuck started our universe. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm positive it. I'm not gonna say he's not real, but I don't know. I'm not dead set of like God's real 100% because I'm sorry, but it's just not fucking believable. Like I can't believe just some man started the universe, but it's hard to believe some Big Bang did too. But I mean, it's kind of not. It kind of would make more sense. But like, I just want to know what was before the Big Bang because it's crazy as fuck. Like, I mean, like
The way I see this is, for me, there's too much stuff that we see in our everyday lives that, you know, it, for me, you know, like we've said, everyone's got their own opinions, but for me, I can't see all of this being so perfectly balanced by accident, you know? Like,
I mean,
like obviously there's the chance. Yeah, obviously there's the chance that anything could happen. But we have never seen anything create something from nothing before. And that's the whole concept of the Big Bang, you know? But I mean, like every theory starts out, it's a small possibility that it could happen, but it still could happen, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like just with all the things that we see, all the relations from things that are completely different, and yet at the same time tied together in some weird, stupid way, I just don't see any of it happening by accident, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's understandable. It's just like, I don't know. But that's like space and shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy because what am I gonna miss out on is what I want to know. Like, that's what I want to know. What am I gonna miss out on? Like, what will humans be able to accomplish? Like, will we become a multi-planetary species? Like, I mean, like living. I feel like we're definitely gonna at some point make Mars habitable. I believe so. Like, I feel like we can terraform Mars, like manually terraform Mars into like an Earth like sister planet. Like, I don't know how many people would be able to stay on there. I mean, it's kind of smaller, but like it's still a fucking planet. There's like, I don't know. After we get on Mars though, I feel like there's gonna be some sort of space war or some shit because we're going to Mars to mine resources. We're not even going to, I mean, we are going to live there. Elon Musk wants to, but he wants to literally mine resources from it.
Like he's already talked about that. He's like a good reason of going to Mars is mining resources. So we took everything we could from the Earth, so we're just gonna go in space and we're gonna take shit from Mars. Then we're gonna go take shit from, like, it's crazy. And I wish we could go back to Venus. I can't believe you fucking landed something on Venus, because I thought that shit would burn. Venus.
I mean, the way I see stuff is, right? Reality is only what you allow it to be, right? Because some little ass kid's reality, right? There is no world hunger. There's no wars going on. There's no kids their age starving in different countries. For them, everything's happy. Everything's just a fun time, you know. Reality is really only what you allow it to be, because there can be stuff that exists that no one will ever know about, right? We've explored barely any of our ocean. We don't know what's in half of it at all. And that's our reality, you know? And then there's people that do know what's there. That's their reality.
Yeah.
And like you were talking about, like, what's gonna happen after I'm gone, what are people gonna accomplish? The way I see it is, right, for now, that's what's happening, you know? What you see, that's what's gonna affect your life. Nothing's really gonna be able to affect your life until you know. Now, that being said, you know, you're probably gonna, if you get into a bad situation, you're gonna hear a gunshot and die. I mean, you're eventually gonna realize that's your reality. Like, you're not gonna know it till, like, right when it's really too late, but I mean, once you're dead, you know, for me, I don't care. I don't care what happens. People can do whatever they want. It's not my problem anymore. I can't do anything to stop it. But, I mean, I think that really we're kind of... I hate to be like this because there's a lot of people that get stereotyped into being really weird saying this, but like, we're fucking up our Earth, you know? We're really kind of, as humans, we're kind of fucking up everything, because not only have we stripped what we can of the Earth, and still are, like you said, now we're going into space, and we're just practically stripping stuff away that's been there for who knows how long. Like, so long that we can't even document how long it's been. And in the near future, it's just going to be gone, you know? Like, if you look back into time, from all the years that we've been on Earth, right? However you want to tally it up, in the past few hundred years, with that being put together with the rest of the time we've been here, it hasn't even been a year. If you want to, like, compress it down into a day's time, it wouldn't have even been a day since the industrial age started, and we've already taken out, like, half of the population of wildlife and trees that were in big areas, like America, for instance, you know? Yeah. You can look around and you're like, well, this is how stuff's always been, but if you really think about it, these big cities, at one time, they were trees. They were small bodies of water. Everything was just nature. And then we formed it into what we thought we wanted. But I think that we have now started to come to realize that all the stuff that we've done, it didn't work out for the better in a lot of ways. Like, sure, we're moving forward, but at the same time, every step we take is like 5 steps backwards. We're destroying what we have as a planet, you know?
That's
Yeah.
literally facts. But, like, I don't know. Yeah, we're kind of, quarantine was kind of good for the Earth at the same time.
It
like,
was, yeah.
like, there's a lot of water that was like cleaning up and like getting clear and shit. I mean, it's still kinda no, not really, because most people are out of quarantine now. But like, it really did like help the planet. Like the Amazon, I don't even know if the Amazon rainforest is still a fucking like, if it's a thing. Like shit, because it was burning the
Yeah.
last time I remembered it. Like, and that was like a good like chunk of our oxygen too. That's where most of our oxygen comes from, which is bad. Like, why
Yeah.
is that shit burning? How long have we been talking? 3 hours yet? Or
3 hours, yeah.
We've
We've
been
been
talking for 2 hours and 49 minutes. We're about
is
there.
David still here?
So that was very
Hello,
good
Dacre?
talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
me.
Mhm.
I think we can tally this up to people can
3
be
hours.
shit.
Yeah, we'll-
People
we'll
can
do
be
it.
shit. STDs kind of suck, and yeah, we're gonna jizz all over our rooms. So yeah, it's a good tally.
Yep.
And don't forget about always knock before you go to your friend's house.
Yeah.
Yep, always knock. Always knock. And sometimes the dog bites. We gotta keep that in mind.
Oh my god. Well, I guess anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the podcast. Peace out.